bidirectional.
Ooh.
Which means, I don't know if you... I can change the polar patterns. I don't know if you remember anything from JMC.
All I remember was Amy, like, telling me I spoke too soft and getting angry at me.
Telling you spoke too soft.
Yeah, you don't speak.
That's what she sounds like.
Yeah, but, yeah, because I remember I was talking with... Was it Jack?
Yeah?
Yeah, I reckon I was, like, doing a thing with him, and he's got, like, the loudest, like, voice.
Yeah.
And my voice is very soft and very calm.
It is soft. I'm looking at your levels here, and you can move a tad closer, bud, but it's all good.
I'm sure the more I drink, the louder it will get. But.
Yes, which is good.
Yeah.
All right. My name's Phoenix, and I'm recording episode 2 of the Phoenix Rain podcast. It's been a little while. Yeah, I just moved house, and I have been very busy, but I'm sure you don't mind. I'm with a guest. His name's Dante. Dante and I studied at JMC Academy together. We studied film. Although, I don't know if it went too well for you in the end.
Did you get your diploma?
I did get my diploma.
I didn't get my diploma.
Okay, so why didn't you get your diploma? Did you drop? You dropped out?
Yeah, I just got sick of studying. Couldn't do it anymore.
Okay, you got sick of studying.
Yeah, I can't study. I hate studying.
Right.
I thought I could do it. I went to a uni called Macleay College and did advertising there.
Which college?
Macleay.
Macleay, where's that?
It's like 2 seconds away from the Flinders Street. It's
really?
It's like, it's upstairs, it's weird, it's small.
Okay.
But I did advertising there. And then like, I had like 2 more assignments to do.
Uh-huh.
And then I dropped out. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Really?
When
was that?
March?
Oh, this year?
Yeah. No, last year.
Last year.
Before I started
It'd be right before.
Yeah, right before. I had a month off and I went
and you dropped out?
I was like, I don't know. I had like 2,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't wrap my head around writing 2,000 words.
I'm going to turn the gain down because this thing is spiking every time I like make a small movement. All right.
Sure.
But what? So you couldn't write something of 2,000 words?
I can't stand it. I can't write.
Really?
I could speak like this for 2 hours, but I could not write. I can't sit there and
you can't.
Right? I don't know.
Do you reckon it's an actual like? Not that I don't know. I'm trying to say like.
Are you retarded?
That's not what I mean. No.
No. It might be
a learning like an actual like learning condition.
I think I'm just like lazy as fuck, to be honest.
Is that just it, or
I don't know. I'm lazy when it comes to things that I don't want to do.
right?
If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but I guess.
Like if I'm interested in it, I'll stick to it and I'll do it.
Even if there's something at the end where you're like,
even like I'll convince myself that it's not worth it.
Okay, so what about working like a 9-to-5 job? Because that's not fun most of the time when it's like a job that we can get.
It's not fun, but that's one of the things where I think if I don't have this, then I'm not gonna have any money.
Right, it's survival. Yeah.
But like, I guess like that's why I like being a carpenter now, because I can go to work. I start at 7, finish at 3:30, and then that's my job done.
Yeah.
Then I can just chill at home, do whatever I want.
Finishing before like 5 is actually the best thing in the world.
So good. Dude. So good. Everything's still open, no traffic when you go home. Like
I like almost exclusively do 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shifts. Yeah. Like everywhere pretty much. And it's always just like, I don't know. It's just, you finish and you've still got the rest of the day. Which is so good.
Yeah, no, I love it. I do like early starts now. I wake up early all the time though.
Yeah.
Like, this morning I woke up like
just
7:30.
naturally.
Yeah. It kind of sucks. You can't sleep in anymore.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm conditioned now. Like the other morning I woke up. I have to get up sometimes at like 4:45 or so to get to work on time.
Really? Yeah. What time do you start?
6.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. True.
It kind of sucks, but I'm so used to waking up like stupidly early now that like from time to time, like the other day I woke up at like, I don't know, and it was still dark outside, but I woke up and I was fully awake. And I'm like, why did I wake up before my alarm? And then I thought, oh, my alarm's going to go off in like 2 seconds. And then it did. And it's like my body clock is tuned into my alarm's like time now. Yeah.
That's like one of the best feelings in life is
waking up before the alarm.
And you think, you're like, oh, fuck. Or even when you get startled and you're like, fuck, my alarm didn't go off.
Yeah.
And you realise it's still 2 a.m. and you got plenty of time.
Yes. Yes. Being able to go back to sleep.
Oh, mate.
I love that.
Yeah.
For sure.
But no, like Monday, we got off now. That's great. You working Monday?
Yeah.
What time?
I don't know. It's probably like a 6-hour shift or something.
Fuck.
I wouldn't get the full like however many hours.
Do you still get like time and a half?
I think you get public holiday time. It'd be like,
aren't they getting rid of that? I think there was like a thing that they voted on.
Penalty rates. Really
Macca's.
getting rid of them.
And it was just Macca's. I remember my mates were sending me this thing.
I did just vote on something actually.
Yeah, that was it, right?
It doesn't.
My mate, yeah, it's a big thing apparently because my mate's all into politics and all that shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just do what he tells me to do. but, but he was sending us to groups like, "Oi, boys who works at Macca's, vote no, vote no, vote no."
Yeah, I had the same
no?
thing. Like I had a guy. I voted no. Yeah. I have this guy who works with us who actually like read the full like 50-page agreement and was like, "Okay, this is." Hey.
Do you need anything from the shops?
No, I'm all good. Thanks. See ya. That's Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
He read the whole agreement and was like telling us like all the things that we'd lose and stuff from like signing it. Like there are things like the only thing that we gain is weekend rates. We never used to get weekend rates.
So you get
Saturday
rates.
Yeah, you get Saturday and Sunday rates now. We never used to get that. In return, everybody gets a tiny little pay cut.
Yeah. Like
all new employees get a pay cut. And you don't get, there's no guarantee of hours per week for a part-time employee now. There used to be 10 hours minimum per week. You would always get rostered at least 10 hours. Now it's like 3 hours a week.
Fuck.
So if you're part-time and you need like...
money.
To survive, then...
they're so... I fucking hate how they're so sneaky like that. Like, there's like, we'll write 50 pages and no one that works at Macca's is
no one's going to read it. Nobody...
So we got a 50% chance of getting what we want.
And they did.
Yeah.
They got approved.
Yeah, they got approved, yeah.
Which is kind of like...
Which is weird, because if people actually knew what they were voting for, they would have voted no.
Yeah.
Almost guaranteed.
For sure.
I doubt Macca's has got many full-time employees.
No, the only full-time employees would be like
a
couple of managers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so everyone's part-time casual.
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's also funny like being friends with the boss who's like the franchisee, like the actual owner of the store. Yeah. Because he's a really good guy. Yeah. But like, I don't know, the McDonald's conglomerate corporation, that's not him.
It's not him, but...
Yeah, like, he has to kind of follow the thing. Like, he was saying, is like, yeah, you'll get weekend rates now, and, like, that's really cool. And then he was like, he felt, like, apologetic at the fact that, you know, new employees get a pay cut, and, like, there are other aspects that, you know, he was very honest and, like, straightforward about it. Which is why he's a good guy. Yeah. But, like, I don't know.
I remember, like, my first job, I'm still really good friends with my boss at the time. And that can get a bit weird, especially when they have to tell you to like start working, whatever. Oh, really? It's all fun and games. I remember I would have been 17. This guy, he was an Indian guy, making pizzas, and his mentality behind a pizza was that you put more ingredients on it because then the customer will enjoy it more, which is not how you do it at all.
Why not? Why not?
You can have too much of a good thing, yeah?
You can definitely have too much of a good thing.
Think about one of the best pizzas you've had, right? Would it be Woodfire? Would it be Woodfire?
Probably not. I don't know.
No Woodfire. Alright. Well, I'll explain to you the best pizza ever.
Okay.
It's a Woodfire base, alright? Home cooked sauce. You put cheese and you put salami, olives, chili. That's my perfect pizza. Right?
Okay, pepperoni with olives.
And you can see the sauce underneath.
That's
how little of everything you have on it.
Thin crust.
Thin, crispy, crunchy. Everything.
Really, that's the kind of pizza you like.
That's the kind of pizza I like.
That sounds very traditional.
It's very traditional.
Okay.
These people that want it cakey, I don't know. Do they ask for it? If they want extra shit, if they want them to be cakey and sloppy, they ask for it. I guarantee you they ask for it.
Cakey and sloppy.
Right? I guarantee you they ask for it because every order I took that wanted it cakey and sloppy, they'd tell you, they're like, fuck my shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Extra cheese, extra ham.
Dude, I'm one of those people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, give me like everything.
You say extra cheese? Like,
yeah, extra cheese. I don't care if it's not cooked properly.
There you go, alright?
Yeah.
So he'd get so many complaints, like day after day, like, there's too much on it.
Really? He gets complaints that there's too much.
Yeah, but he just wouldn't listen to him. And one day I remember I was making pizza with him and I was saying, like, please just, like, take it easy.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm sick of you. Like, he had to go and went on this rant to me.
Oh.
And it was a bit weird because, like, we were friends.
Yeah.
And then we kind of went back to being friends.
That's weird.
But yeah, you gotta remember that they're your boss as well.
It's interesting that you say that because, like, I had a experience kind of like that with a manager. Sort of. It's like, I would hang out with this person outside of work.
Yeah.
And we'd like go and get drinks with like together and with a couple of friends, and we would have a really good time, and then you get back to work and it's like, I don't know, I have a really wacky, annoying sense of humor, and so when I'm like just being stupid and making jokes, but I'm still like doing my job, I don't know, I would always get this kind of sense of like, I don't know, like that person was really tired of my shit. But then outside of work, you know, there's nothing. That's like, it's just fun. So I had to kind of like find this weird balance between like being friends and then also like being totally professional at work.
That's why I probably wouldn't do that anymore. Like, I've got my mates now that I work with, and they're like, I'd see them outside of work and shit. But like, there's the boss, and he's the boss.
And he's the boss.
Because he keeps you in charge, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it's funny at the cafe I work at. It's I'm also like hesitant to say the names of all the different places, just in case. Yeah. Although the only people listening are literally like probably the owner of the cafe himself and like a couple friends.
Does he listen?
I think he said he listened to the first 5 minutes. I really appreciate the first 5 minutes there, Justin. Thank you.
You and your bald head.
But yeah,
I know who you are.
Yes. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. But that's like again, that's a totally different kind of friendship. Like, I don't feel any pressure or to, like, act professional. I feel like there's, like, this kind of weird mutual respect. And it's, like, 100% we both know where the... Yeah. I don't know, not boundaries, but, like, I don't know, we just respect each other.
Yeah. And that's, like, if I had my own business, I probably, like, wouldn't try and be friends with any of my employees. Really? You get people taking advantage of that friendship.
Taking advantage how, do you think?
Like, not caring and knowing that, like, because you're your friend.
Right.
Like my boss at the moment, he's employed one of his nephews for, like, 6 years now. Yeah. And before the reason I got my job was because his other nephew quit. Right. And his other nephew like was trying to throw him under the bus, trying to get work cover from him. Really? And stuff. And to me, like, wow. And I've met him a couple of times. He's a dickhead, like, an idiot. Like, really? I can't stand him. Like, he's just like, I don't know. He's just one of those people that's just losing a few. But like, he tried to blame me. He said he had a sore back. And he tried to go to his doctor and try to get work cover. Mm-hmm. It's just like, you haven't got enough proof that it happened here. He's like, well, fuck it. And he didn't try again. But he's one of those guys that just chases money but doesn't know how to do it.
That's really shitty. Yeah. That's super shitty.
And the sad thing is, like, my boss is like such a great guy that he'll, like, we were asking him, he's like, well, if he came to me and apologized, then I'd take him back as my employee.
But buddy, I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, say, like, I would never, like, my stepdad's a carpenter. Mm-hmm. He's a very successful carpenter. He's got his own business, everything. Yep. And he was looking for an apprentice when I was starting. Yeah. I wanted to do it. I didn't want to. Oh, you didn't want to work under your stepdad? No. Yeah. So just because, like, you're worried about, like... first of all, I wouldn't like to go work and then come home with the same person every day. Like,
you'd be seeing him way too much of him.
And, like, the shit we talk about, like, I couldn't be talking in front of my stepdad. Yeah. And, like, it wouldn't be as enjoyable. Yeah. And, like...
For sure.
That was a big thing as well.
I mean, like, half of work, like, most jobs, is complaining about the conditions of the job. Yeah. And, like, if you're working, like, with your boss, who is also, like, your dad, who you go home with, you can't be like, man, I'm so tired, I don't want to do this anymore, or something, like...
Yeah, and the thing... and his name's Brian. And he's, like, the most Aussie guy you'll meet. Oh.
So he's, like, hardcore worker?
No, yeah, kind of, but, like, and then all his workers are all Aussie, and all they talk about is footy and, like, drinking beers and all this shit. Whereas I'm working with some Lebanese guy, is a Greek guy, so it's a bit more my kind
You are Mr. Worldwide.
I'm Mr. Worldwide.
It's funny.
You reckon?
Yeah, I've noticed through our small limited interactions, I feel like I've noticed your capacity to talk to people from other countries, and, like, I don't know, it feels like you relate to people who have moved here from somewhere else more than you relate to a lot of the people who
I reckon actually
are, like, quote unquote Aussie. Yeah, I reckon. My brother's the same, actually. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, all of his friends were international. Like, all of them. There's, like, one or two who are I guess just what you would call white.
Yeah.
But everybody else is from like India and Pakistan and
Yeah.
all over the place.
So like those people, I'm kind of. I feel like I get along with more like second generation. Same as me. I'm second generation.
Yeah.
So like.
Second generation immigrant family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there's, I don't know. I think you have such a different life to like a normal like Aussie.
Yeah.
And I've kind of got both of those, which is funny because my mum's Ranger, like she's
Yeah.
full on Aussie. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a bit strange that I look at that side more. But
What's your dad like?
oh, he's like as Italian. He's like everything. Everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah.
It's just that. That's my family life. Italian, like.
Did you ever see Green Book, the movie Green Book? Came out like last year, won Best Picture,
What was
the
that
Oscars. It's like I remember talking to David Bonacci about it, but it was like it's like 100% Italian, like woke culture, and then black culture mixing together and finding common ground in being like these immigrant sort of like Italian immigration was huge in like the 50s in like New York and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like obviously the black people were like horrendously oppressed for like decades and hundreds of years really, but like especially in that sort of time in that period in America it was like that was like the very beginning of the civil rights movement. And so this movie takes place with like these two kind of oppressed people, and it's just a friendship that sort of spawns, and like it's so funny to look at that classic like Italian like how the fuck are you? Like eating the spaghetti, like classic. Sit down, I'll make you a lasagna. Hey ma, where's the? You know, it's great. Try the sauce. Try the sauce. How's your mother? You know, it's great.
I get what you mean.
I love that. I don't feel like we have that kind of classic, stereotypical Italian culture in Australia.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Like
maybe I haven't been exposed to it.
Yeah, probably. Like there's like you'd be surprised how like little communities and shit you can find in Australia. Like I went with this guy Izza. He works with me. He's Lebanese, and he went. He was like, "Come on, bro, I'll take you to this area. I'll buy you a shisha." I'm like, "Alright, man."
Shisha.
So, yeah, you know, like the big like hubbly bubblies. That's what they call them. Because I went to Dubai. I'll talk about that. Did I tell you? You know I went to Dubai.
I know you went to Dubai.
Anyway, and they have. You've probably seen them. They're shishas, right? So there's big stands. The tobacco on the top. You put the coals on top.
It's like a hookah.
Same. It's exactly the same thing. Yeah. That's it.
Please, please call it a hookah for my small brain.
Hookah. Shisha, hubbly bubbly, agile. It's a bunch of different names for it, right? Okay. And anyway, so he took me to this really place, and it was just like a normal street, and we went through the side alley, and then came out, and there was like fairy lights like this surrounding the seeds. There was bird seeds in the middle of the thing. It's like, bro, this is Lebanon. I swear up. I'm like,
really?
Oh, wow. And you look in the shops, people playing cards, smoking inside, having
Really?
whiskeys,
Wow.
Full like these cafes, like.
Where was that?
In Hadfield somewhere.
That sounds like a really well kept like secret.
Oh yeah, and if you weren't Lebanese there, you'd get looks. You know.
Really, it's like I'm picturing like you walking into like a cafe, or everybody's smoking, drinking whiskey, and then the music like stops. And they all like look at you,
like
and
Western kind of.
You're like in the saloon, and your bro's like, he's with me, and then they all go back, and the music starts again.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool place. Like, and he's like, we went Friday night, and he's like, yeah, bro, you come here like Saturday morning, it's alive. Like,
really,
people everywhere, music, whatever.
That's so
drums.
cool. That's so cool.
Yeah. And he's like, if I'm ever late to work, it's because I'm here eating. I'm like, all right, thanks.
So you're you come from an Italian background.
Yeah.
And do you speak Italian?
I used to. When I was like younger, I could speak Italian to my grandparents all the time.
Really?
But then I just lost it.
Would you say you're fluent in Italian, or?
I don't even know. I was, well, how fluent is like a 5-year-old in English?
I suppose,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was at a 5-year-old's.
You can have conversation.
I can
That's
talk.
like conversational. Yeah.
But then primary school started, and then I just didn't use it. Like my dad and my auntie, they both speak it fluently because their grandparents only spoke Italian.
Oh, really?
And I knew I had 3 great grandmothers actually, but 2 Italian ones, and they only spoke Italian. But I had my dad there with me,
Nonna.
so So he'd tell me what they said, whatever. Yeah. But
it's just funny. It's like I also technically speaking am Italian. Like I'm like Italian enough to call myself Italian.
Yeah.
Like my mum is not Italian. My dad is like 50%, if that's
Okay.
how
So he's
if
like
that's
me.
how heritage works.
Your dad's like me.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
right.
One
Like
parent is, one parent isn't.
I think one of them's German and the other one's Italian. His mother is Italian.
Yeah.
And I've only met them like once, I think, and I
Yeah.
don't remember my dad, but I remember the grandmother.
Yeah.
She's standing and she had like the classic, like really skinny arms, but she's still like a huge woman somehow.
Yeah. The big, like, I don't know, it's like big Italian
and she looked so mad, and I was a kid and I was afraid of her.
Yeah.
And like, but there was like candy. I remember like this one interaction that I like had with them was like being in her house. There were candy canes on the mantelpiece above the fireplace, and I really wanted a candy cane, but she was too scary, and so I couldn't ask for one. So I didn't ask for one, and that was the only time like I ever met
I was scared of her.
those people. Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
And apparently she wanted to like reconnect with like me and stuff, but like, yeah. Did I ever tell you about like how I never like grew up with a father?
No.
Ah, well,
Tell
like,
me.
yeah, it's just like as long as I can remember, it was just me and my mum.
Yeah.
And my brother as well.
Yeah.
Although he sort of like came in, there was like a whole custody battle.
Yeah.
Between his dad, we have different dads, between his father and my mum.
Yeah.
To sort of get him to come and live with us, which eventually happened, which
Yeah.
is like, that was like a life-changing moment as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I just grew up with my mum, and then eventually my brother, and like, you know, there were like father figures along the way,
Yeah.
but I never had like an actual. I don't feel like I ever had an actual dad.
Yeah.
And it's funny to think about like how I've also never felt like I was missing anything from my life.
Yeah.
Like I just, my mum did a really good job, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's Well, yeah. Well, my parents weren't together when I was born. Well,
Right.
they were together when I was like 1 or whatever.
Right.
They broke up. So that for a long time it was just me and my mum as well.
Mhm.
My dad was like there as well, but I'd see him, every now and then.
Yeah.
It was more me and my mum. And
Yeah.
like she was struggling, but
Oh, really?
yeah, we made it. It was
Yeah,
alright. She was
that's
good.
cool.
But like for my first birthday, my first Christmas present was a Christmas tree, and we still have that Christmas tree.
Mm, that's
Um,
really special.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How old were you when she got married?
I was 7. It was
7.
2007.
What was that like as a kid? Like
It's really weird. I thought that I wasn't gonna see her again.
Really?
Yeah. So like, Brian came into when I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I still remember the first day I saw him. I was like with my mum, and then I would knock on the door, and I came, and whenever my mum answered the door, behind her leg like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's classic.
And there's this like weird bald-headed guy
This
with a
dude.
beard.
You're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Weird.
And,
So weird.
And then I remember just watching Monsters Inc. in the lounge room, and they were in the kitchen talking.
Yeah.
And then it's like a blur from there, and then he was in my life. And
Isn't
he
it
was-
weird how that is like
Yeah.
how things tend to go? It's like you remember like one key moment, and it's not even like you're watching a movie while they talk in the kitchen. It's like that doesn't mean anything. That's
No.
not like a significant moment. For some reason, that's the thing you remember.
Yeah.
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 Like I remember, and then it's like skipping. Now we're here.
I think that was because like the first time I saw his face, and now he's in my life
Right.
forever. Honestly, like because like I think a lot of people in your life, you remember where you first see their face, but you won't like your parents. Obviously, you don't remember where you first see their face,
Yeah.
which is a bit weird.
Yeah.
To be honest, you don't remember meeting your parents.
No.
You don't remember meeting your grandparents. Like
That's a really weird thought.
Yeah.
You don't think back and be like, yeah, this is the
They're
first.
just there.
This is me getting to know you. I don't have
No.
memories of me getting to know my parents.
Come out and
You just always knew them.
you're there.
That's crazy. It's kind of like
Yeah.
trying to imagine the Big Bang or something, or before the Big Bang.
Oh fuck, we'll get into that.
We're gonna do that. We need to drink some more first.
But like, yeah, and then I have another memory of him walking up my driveway, and he was wearing glasses,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and then from that house we moved 3 houses down the street into the house we're living in now.
Interesting. Mm.
Yeah, and that was the house we're living in now. When he got it, it was a piece of shit.
you
was-
boosted up.
The ceilings were smoke stained.
Really? Smoke stained?
Yeah,
What, from, like, a house
they
fire,
had
or?
had like it was a small fire, but there was a lot of smoke for some reason.
Yeah.
And the house didn't burn down, but there was a lot of smoke. And so
Huh.
all the paint was smoke stained.
That's,
The bathroom was
doesn't sound-
disgusting.
Doesn't sound very safe.
The bathroom was disgusting.
Yeah.
There was no backyard. Oh, there was a backyard, but it was just overgrown
Yeah.
crazily. Anyway, so we got this house for a very good price.
Yeah.
And then my stepdad, the amazing builder he is,
Yeah.
has transformed it into the hot tub time machine.
Oh. That hot tub. Good memories in the hot tub. We had the best conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's a very good guy.
Ah,
And like for like a lot of my life, I'd hated him.
Really?
Yeah, because I think my dad kind of tried to turn me against him.
I
remember
see.
I kind of tried to think about where it was. My dad's a bit of a manipulative cunt, to be honest.
Are the people ready to hear such a thing?
But like, I don't want to talk about that too much. But
No, it's fine.
But he, yeah, I think he kind of turned me against him. Tried to,
Right.
Subtly.
It was like,
So I remember
who is
thinking-
this imposter who's coming in?
Kind of, like I remember like for a lot of my life, I think Brian's a bogan. He's a bogan. I don't even know what a bogan was.
Right, really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
I think I remember his dad telling me that, whatever. But,
Yeah.
Like
That's
yeah,
crazy,
but then
man.
I had a thought. I think it was like when I was in year 12 or whatever.
Mm.
My dad was, I don't know, doing what he's doing.
Mm.
Who knows what he's doing, to be honest. And then my stepdad was at home with my mum, with his 2 kids, with his nice house,
Mhm.
his new car. I'm like, who's the better man here? Like,
How old were you?
I was like 17.
Right.
So like
you
up
came
until
back
then,
and you saw that and you just had a
Yeah.
moment where you were
Yeah.
sort of like a moment of clarity about the whole thing.
And so yeah, now I respect him more than I respect anyone else, I reckon.
Yeah. Wow. That's
But-
really cool.
Yeah. Before that, it was really just like one thought that I had that turned it.
That's a special moment.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So I also wanted to talk to you about filmmaking.
Yeah.
So like I know you. Okay, so you tried to study film. You
tried.
tried to study film. Didn't work out because studying doesn't agree with you.
No.
But why study film?
I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting at home and I told you about that essay I was trying to write.
Yeah.
That massive one.
2,000 words. So
And I
massive.
was in my massive to me.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my laptop and I was searching stuff. I can't even remember. I think I was that's right. I was doing my thing on the Australian film industry.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Advertising on the Australian film industry. And
That's
I was
a
like,
thick subject right there.
Yeah.
That's not fun to write
I
about.
know.
Yeah.
It's very
Right.
yeah. But I was sitting there and I was like, I don't really want to be writing about the Australian film industry. I just want to be writing about films, but it had to be something to do with Australia.
Yeah.
And then literally, I scrolled down. There was an ad for JMC.
Really?
I shit you not.
Right
Yeah.
there. Fuck.
And I clicked on it, and then it was like, yeah, Melbourne, yeah, coming to our open day. Like it was in like the weekend. That weekend.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. And I was
That's
like,
it. That fast.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And then I went, and then I dropped out at my uni and then I started JMC
Mm-hmm.
2 months after, or a
Mm.
month after, whatever.
So you dropped out from the first one to study at JMC,
Pretty much, yeah.
pretty much. Well, that was like the good excuse that you had.
Yeah.
How do your parents feel about you, like dropping out of studies?
My mom didn't even think I was gonna get into uni, to be honest. That was a big thing.
That's
So
really
when I got into uni, she was very happy.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
So that ever since that, like after that, like I could do whatever I want.
Yeah.
She'd be happy. She's
Oh, that's really nice.
and now she's like extremely happy.
Yeah.
Because she knows that Brian's got such a good life. And
Yeah,
like, that
yeah.
I'm pretty much might have the same. Whatever.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
But yeah, no. So yeah, but she was like, yeah, whatever you want to do, you do it.
So you were just interested in film. And
Yeah, I was trying to think. At the time, I didn't have any interest other than movies. Really, I just like to watch movies.
I just like to watch movies.
I like to watch movies.
Isn't it fucking weird when you realize, like, yeah, I like to watch movies, but making movies
Yeah.
is completely different.
Oh yeah, I know.
And you're like, holy shit, this is fucking hard
but like
to
yeah,
actually do. Yeah.
I did that in media, obviously like year 12 and shit.
Yeah.
But that was kind of just like fucking around with your friends.
Yeah, it was, for
Making a
sure.
movie, like-
Oh, man, we made some really
This is fun.
garbage, like,
Yeah,
short
yeah.
YouTube videos and
Like
stuff.
we
in there.
have movies we still talk about all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Shout out to
Totally.
Man on the Run.
Oh. Oh, you're going to show me that later.
But yeah, I don't know. Like
do you feel like you actually want to be a filmmaker?
if I kind of did the course to see if I had it in me, like to if there was something in me that could like
Yeah.
be started up at like yeah, I don't know. I think I don't really like the process that much though.
What did you gain from the course? if anything.
Game from the
Ooh,
course.
the silence here.
like
Peter
game
George,
from
I would
the-
like
it's
to
like game from the
apologise for
course.
this the following silence.
Fuck all those names.
Dude, Pete still comes into work
That's-
all the time. He's a legend.
Does
I
he?
love him. Yep. He tells me how much to charge for his coffee. I love it when a customer tells me how much their fucking coffee is.
Yeah, true. That's weird.
No.
Is he right or is he wrong?
He's right. He's right. But still, it's just like
What
hilarious.
is he like?
He's
I want a large
he's like-
cappuccino. That's
It's
$4.
like, I'll have a soy latte extra strong. It's $4. I get
What the fuck?
And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's
Thanks
a
for
bit
telling me.
strange, yeah.
But yeah, nah. So, do you think
Really
you
gained
gained
from it.
anything from it?
I reckon I did. I reckon I gained the knowledge of like what it takes to make a movie.
Right.
You have more of a respect for it now.
Okay. Having made films for a couple of years before I went to study,
Yeah.
and like being in that environment, finally actually studying it and seeing what a course about filmmaking is,
Mm.
I can tell you now that it's not. Filmmaking is not the same as studying at James.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can imagine that. But like,
So like,
I think it was good as well. There was a lot of different people in our class.
oh yeah,
I don't think
it's
anyone.
a huge mix.
I don't think anyone was the same.
Mm.
Anyone was similar. That's why
Absolutely.
it took a while for us to kind of like be friends and come together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because yeah, everyone was very different.
That's
Um,
true. There were some people who had like a bit of experience. There were some people who had like no experience, and
Yeah.
that was kind of cool and also really weird. Like for me, coming in with a little bit of experience, I don't know. I always thought that I didn't have the same kind of experience, and if I went to study film, then I would be like the one who was falling behind all the time.
Yeah.
And then that wasn't really the case when I actually finally got there.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Did
Yeah.
you? So you made like a few short films in like high school, or?
Literally, I don't even know if they were just like, you know, like
So they-
Superlog. It was like that kind of shit. It was like skits, like little
Right.
like.
So like your YouTube kind
Like
of
my
thing.
friends did like some. My mate, we'll watch that later. My mate did a
Right.
really cool movie about Downball, right?
yeah.
It's called Downball: A Foursquare Story. And that was full on like
Yeah.
a really good movie that he thought out, wrote down, whatever.
Right.
And I tried to do that, but mine was like trash. Mostly because of this chick that I was friends with at the time was just like ruined it because she told me like, yeah, be there for me, like do it for like she was my main character, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I was relying on her to film her for a couple of days or whatever, and
Yep.
she just kept pulling out.
Wow.
And then I'm like, I had to think if I could rewrite the story with a couple of days to spare,
Yep.
or should I just hope that she like pulls through the last day? And she's like, she actually did pull through on the last day, but she half-assed it.
Oh,
So
really?
it was just really like
Just phoned in
disappointing.
the performance, or like.
Yeah, it was really disappointing.
Yeah. It's a really shitty thing when you've got something that you believe in, like a film or whatever, and
Yeah.
you're relying on other people to help you pull it
Yeah,
off,
It's hard.
and you give it 100%.
Yeah, it's because they're not getting paid. That's why they don't.
That's
get it.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I realized that.
So I think like if I was to do that again, I'd write the movie with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that'd make at least two more people, like at least another person invested in it.
Did
as
you
much as
write
I-
more than one draft?
Yeah, I wrote it.
Oh, for
I
real?
had a couple of like ideas, like different ideas. Then I kind of just developed one idea more than the other ones.
Right. I'm going to admit something right now on the podcast and put it on record.
Oh shit.
I write one draft
Yeah.
every time.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I think yeah. There's people that think different ways. Like I remember,
Yeah.
I hated VCE art because they made you fucking go over and over and over.
What's this?
VCE? You know VCE?
What, Victorian
Year 12?
College?
Yeah.
Oh.
Year 11 and 12 VCE.
No, that's not me. I'm TCU.
Oh, okay.
Tasmanian.
Well, VCE, right?
yeah.
VCE for the
Yeah.
mainlanders. I used to love art. I loved drawing.
Yep.
Loved all that. Right, that was I always look forward to it. Always look forward to like during the week, whatever. Year 11 came, I fucking hated it.
Really?
It just sucks all
When
the
you
fun
when
out.
you're forced to study something.
It wasn't even studying. Like year 10, you studied a little bit. You go into it, like you do some theory and shit. That
Mm.
was fine. But like, it's when they suck the fun out of like the actual like artworks itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They made it like you couldn't think of an idea and then just develop it. You had to think of like fucking 4 other fucking ideas and then develop those to another stage and then think of more ideas. I don't know. It was like
Yeah.
I know what I want to do in my head.
Yep.
I'm set on that in my head. I've made a decision.
Yep.
Don't make me like make these other decisions that I don't want to make.
Right.
Which I'm just making as like. But I guess some people think like that.
Yeah.
They like to like mind map, whatever it's called, brainstorm.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people.
Nah, me too.
In my head, I know what I want to do.
Yeah. You see the one thing that you're actually interested in.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, art is, it's creative expression.
Yeah.
That's what art is. And when you're trying to express something in yourself, you don't think about 5 different ways that you can express it and then pick the most effective one. You just go with the pure expression, which is whatever it turns out as.
Yeah.
It's whatever it ends up being.
Yeah.
It's funny, when I studied art in high school, it was only like grade 8, but like, I just, that was the last time that I did like an arty kind of like drawing, painting, whatever, general art subject. I kind of chose the class because it was a bit of a bludge subject.
Yeah, I think that's what. You like it because it just gives you time to breathe and like just have some fun.
Yeah, it broke down like I was doing maths and science and like hardcore writing, and it's just a bit too much. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll do art because that's gonna be my chill subject.
Yeah.
And I get there and I'm like, I'm good at origami. I'll just do some fucking origami. That's my project.
Yeah.
And my teacher said that I had the art skills of a 5-year-old.
Really?
She said that to me. And I was
you
like...
should say, you're an art teacher at a high school, you fucking loser.
No, I did not say that. No, instead, at the time, I'll tell you, we'll talk about this, but my grandpa was going through this sort of really intense moment of mental health absolutely crashing and burning. And we'll get into that, but so I drew a picture. Like, she told that to me. She's like, you have the skills of a 5-year-old. And so I went home and I drew a picture of my grandpa, and to date it's the best picture I've ever drawn of a human being. It's a portrait of my grandpa where half of his face is like a broken mirror and the other half is intact. Obvious symbolism of like a broken psyche. I hand that to her and she goes, this is amazing, it's beautiful. Where was this the whole time? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't give a fuck where it was. That's it, that's all you're getting. And then I quit the class. And I'm like, I don't know, it's just like when you're doing something that's about expression, even though to be fair, I didn't join the class to express myself. It was I did it to chill. But when you're doing something like filmmaking or art or painting or like drawing, whatever, any kind of class like that, and you're studying that, and they try and quantify your artistic abilities and give you a grade on how well you can express yourself, I hate that. It doesn't make sense at all.
That's like, that's a shame that your teacher was like that. I had a really good art teacher.
Oh yeah,
Miss Kostyuk.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, my teacher, she was a good teacher. She was just a little too...
But to say something like that...
I know, to say something like that is a little too hardcore.
My teacher used to... She would critique your... like, if she knew you weren't doing it as, like, good as you could, she would tell you. Like, straight up. Which is fine, but, like, it's say, like, you got... To say, like, you have the art... What did she say? Of a 5-year-old.
5-year-old.
Whatever. To say that, I think that's pretty awful, but...
Yeah.
Like, like, I remember, like, when I was in, like, year 11, 12, I just went through this stage where I was like, fuck it, I hate school. I don't want to be here. I just want to finish it. I don't give a fuck what mark I get. I just want to finish. And, I just didn't want to be in class, whatever. Even art, because art, it was the one thing I enjoyed, and that, then in VC, it fucking went downhill because the one thing I actually enjoyed in school...
It got ruined for you.
It got ruined for me.
That's
so I was
fucking
like,
awful.
So I was like, fuck it.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah. So I was in art, fucking around and give a shit. And she came out to me one day. She's like, "Do you smoke?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "I could smell it on you." I'm like, "Yeah, so what?"
My dad.
And she's like, "Okay, when do you go for a smoke?" And I told her whatever. And then she met me out there the next day, and we made artwork in the ash, and she had a cigarette as well.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
17.
Don't say her name because she'll get fired.
Yeah.
But like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Amazing.
We drew like these faces in the ash.
That is incredible. That's like a fucking movie scene.
Yeah.
That's insanely cool. Wow.
Yeah. No. Yeah. She was
Props
really
to
cool.
that teacher for being like one of the coolest teachers maybe ever.
Yeah. She was a really cool teacher.
That's awesome.
And the sad thing was because she was a bit of a hard ass to like idiots. Like she got a really bad rep at our school.
Really?
Yeah, you know, like rate my teacher.
Oh, between the teachers.
No.
Oh no,
I don't
between
know
the
between
students.
the students. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
that she was one of the
Rate my teacher is one of the worst things
Yeah, I
in
know.
existence. It's fucking awful.
It's
I've
pretty-
read some
yeah.
like garbage reviews of like some of my favorite teachers.
Yeah.
People who've like changed my life for the better, like
It's just,
hardcore. And,
kids
yeah.
that like.
It's just kids who don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
They
shitty
know
kids.
everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, it sucks. Man, school like in Australia is one of the weirdest structured things in the world.
Yeah.
It's like compared to some countries, it's kind of like easy mode. Like in China,
yeah.
China, you know, it's like isn't it like
China, India.
6 a.m. to 5 p.m. something like that. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's-
maybe
it's
not that,
even
but-
even like my girlfriend's in India and
Mhm.
she reckons like I don't know how she doesn't know how people cope there.
yeah,
Literally, when you're born, you study.
yeah,
When you're capable, you study. Then your life's sorted out for you, right?
Yeah.
You got no say in it. You study, you get a good job, you marry, you have kids, you die. That's it. No one goes outside that boundary in India. No one.
That's so
And if you do, you get abandoned by everyone and you're on your own.
That's so weird. And it's really interesting that you like mentioned that because talking to Annie,
Yeah.
about maybe I shouldn't have said his name, but like talking about his experiences in India,
Yeah.
that's like pressure from parents to
Oh
study.
yeah. Oh yeah.
To study anything.
Yeah.
You get a bachelor's degree, or you're a failure,
Yeah, pretty much.
and that's like their
Which
whole
is a bit-
society.
it's a very
oh,
strange-
dude, it's fucked.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fucked up.
yeah.
That kind of pressure to put on a kid.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was under a lot of pressure when I was 13 and I got to high school and they're like, okay, what do you want to do with like your life?
Yeah.
Now choose university courses, pick the classes that work towards that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even in like year 12, they're like, I realize now it's kind of fucked up. I was talking to Sam about it. But when I was in year 12, there was like this, you had home group kind of classes,
Yeah.
right? So in one of our home group classes, we all went to a like computer lab and everybody was told to log on to the University of Tasmania website and apply for 5 courses.
Yeah, we did that as well.
You did that as well. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Because people apply for shit just because, and then they get in, and then maybe they actually end up studying it, and it's like
They don't
not
want
the
it.
right thing for them.
Yeah.
Like-
No, it's very fucked up.
Yeah.
It's very fucked up. Yeah. I don't know. I think there should be a big break between high school and university.
You need to take a gap year or 2. I took 2.
People think I remember thinking like I didn't want to do that because I already hate studying. And if I stopped it for a year, I wouldn't go back.
Yeah,
But maybe obviously for me that was the right choice to not go back and to not study.
hardcore, like mode for you, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
going straight from high school into uni.
Yeah.
That's got to be really
But it's
intense.
that pressure. Everyone's what are you doing next year? What are you doing next year?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
doing
I don't
next year?"
fucking know. I don't want to
Shit,
know.
I never ask people that. Like when
Yeah.
I remember when people tell me they're in 12, I never ask them what they're doing next year.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, cool. Like
Yeah.
that's it. I'm asking you what you're doing now. You don't have to tell me what your plans are.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, I hated that. And then people ask you what your what ATAR you got.
What was your ATAR? Did you
It
get
wasn't
an ATAR?
bad. I think it was like 60 something.
Dude, if you got... we've got
Yeah.
rum,
Thank
actually.
you.
Would you like some rum?
I would not want some rum.
Have
Grab a
some rum.
glass. Grab a glass. Yeah.
But like,
I got like 70 something, and
Yeah.
all of my I felt like I got a really low ATAR,
yeah.
and all
Oh,
my
yeah.
friends who they happen to be like high achievers.
Yeah, yeah.
All of my friends like miraculously are like the smartest kids in the school. They
Yeah.
were getting like 90. I had two or three friends who got the maximum ATAR.
Yeah. Please.
I'll introduce. This is Dante. Dante's
Oh.
Tammy. Tammy's my beautiful housemate. Tammy, Dante is my beautiful friend. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful people, everybody. Did you get an ATAR?
No, I didn't get an ATAR. I'm
Right.
from Queensland, so we get an OP.
What is that? It's like a
So-
score out of 100.
It's a score out of, I think it's like 24
Mm-hmm.
is the lowest, and then your OP1 is like the best.
Right.
So that gets you into university and you can choose from there.
Yeah. Weird. Confusing.
Absolutely.
Too many numbers.
Too many numbers. Too many different systems.
Oh, like, yeah, no.
That's right.
I remember like yeah, like I only met my friends that I got now, which I'll probably have for the rest of my life, to be honest. But I met them.
We just fist bumped, by the way.
I met my high school friends in halfway through year 12.
Yeah.
And last 6 months of year 12.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since before that, I was floating around high school.
Did you have like a group of like
different friends every couple of
Really?
months, whatever, every year, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I'd last keep friends for a year. Mostly chicks.
Yeah. I'm the same actually.
Yeah,
I think you and I are kind of like mama's boys a little bit.
a little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But
oh, me for sure, but like
I just think I think my dad was just such like a toxic like male like thing in my life. I wanted to be around. I just related more to like females.
yeah,
I
I totally get it.
But now I think like when I matured a bit more, like it kind of went away as a bit more. Even now, so I can probably talk to like a chick more than I can talk to a guy.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
What do you feel when you meet a new like male person? Like, is there any kind
I
of
think
specific thing?
I think that it probably goes back to like primary instincts, to be honest.
Yeah,
Goes back to that
competition.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, I feel the same thing.
it's one
It's
of the
fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
And you feel like kind of like a little bit
yeah.
shitty for like feeling that.
You do forget that we're just great apes. That's
Yeah,
it. That's all we are.
Great apes for sure.
Like yeah. But-
Nah, back to like the education system in Australia. Like,
yeah. No, anyway, yeah. So yeah, I met them, and they were all very smart guys. They were all doing science, computer science, all that shit right now.
yeah,
And yeah, I remember I didn't study at all for my thing, and I got 60 something. I was
Yep.
pretty happy with that.
yeah. No, if you didn't do any study,
Yeah,
it's pretty damn good.
yeah. I didn't study once. I just sat my exams and I walked out when I was finished. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. But
Nah.
and then they were all getting. I was disappointed. They didn't say anything about. I didn't. They asked for my ATAR. I said I did well.
Mm-hmm.
But hearing them being disappointed when they got 80 something, or
That's
like
pretty-
even 90s.
That's
they got
demoralizing
disappointing.
for sure.
Like why are you disappointed? You
Yeah,
know what I
why are
mean?
you disappointed?
Yeah, and
And
so
then-
that even like they were like congratulating me, saying I was doing good, but I was like in your head, you
Yeah.
think I'm a dumb cunt. Like yeah,
That's not what it was. It was I reckon it's more like, they congratulate you because it's weird, like people even getting an ATAR, like a lot of my friends who are very, very intelligent people, and I don't mean just like they're lovely, beautiful souls on the inside. I mean like
Yeah,
these are really
smart.
smart people didn't get ATARs because of different circumstances that led to them having a really rough time in high school.
yeah,
Like sometimes you're forced to drop a class because of some emotional shit that's going on.
yeah,
And I knew people like that. I did that. I dropped a class in year 11. I only did 3 classes in year 11.
yeah,
Just because of like the crazy emotional pressure that I was feeling at the time.
yeah.
But it was like, what is that?
That's my friend.
Oh.
My buzzing.
Yeah, there are people who had to drop classes and they didn't get ATARs.
Yeah,
Even though they were super smart, and it's really weird that like we think of ATAR as like the be all end all of intelligence
Yeah.
when you're in high school.
Yeah.
It's like this is
Well-
literally like an IQ test.
I know-
Even IQ is bullshit.
yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
know, but like I know, like when I was in high school, I was thinking like I kept telling everyone like it doesn't matter, like
It doesn't
It doesn't matter. Shit.
What the fuck was that?
It's your headphones. I was like, it doesn't matter. Like this is such a small amount of your life,
Yeah.
and you're putting it all to this number. Like, just relax. And even though, like originally I thought that, when everyone around you is stressing out about one thing,
Yeah.
it kind of like creeps onto you a little bit.
It
Like,
totally does.
You can't stop it.
It
Like,
totally does.
if the
Yeah.
people that you're around, yeah, I don't know, it's a bit weird, but
Yeah. It's
But now, like, I don't know. I can't even remember my exact ATAR.
Yeah.
I can most people probably
I'm
couldn't.
ashamed to admit I still remember mine.
Yeah.
I got 74.5, and I was
Yeah.
like, I remember thinking like that's not too bad,
Mm.
and then also being disappointed in myself because like I don't know, my best friends were getting like 80 something, and then a couple of my friends got like 90.
Yeah.
A few of my friends got the maximum score.
Really?
99.95.
Newspaper and shit.
Sorry? Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, 70 something, like feeling kind of shitty.
I remember like everyone was obsessing like, oh, I want to be in the newspaper. I'm like, when did you fucking read a newspaper?
What do you fucking
When's the
get
last time you
from
read a
that?
newspaper?
What does that mean?
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like I don't know.
Nah, I know like
Do something in your life that's meaningful.
Yeah. I know like 2 people who got really high ATARs and then actually used it to get into like a course that
Yeah.
was difficult to get into. I know a couple of
Yeah.
people studying med one guy who's studying med who actually, like, his story's inspirational, to be fair. Like, he went through some really, really bad times and then got the maximum score you can get and then studied med, and I guess he would still be studying, but like, I don't know, he's an outlier for sure. Like, so many people who got ATARs and then aren't using them at all. And like, you don't need to study anything as well. Yeah. Like, to be a successful person, you don't need to have a degree in this country.
Yeah, true.
And then compare that to India, where it's like, if you don't have a degree, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're on the street.
Especially in your parents' eyes, and especially if your parents have money.
I can't imagine that. Imagine having a child.
That pressure on like a 10-year-old. It's like, you need to study and get A's in everything. It's like, I don't know.
Anyway, hold that thought. I really need to pee.
All right. All good. I'll pause. All right, we're back. You just asked me a question. We're gonna forget about whatever we were just talking about. Hit me up.
I don't want to talk about high school anymore. Let's talk about
high school is too many bad memories.
Let's talk about this year.
Yes.
What do you think about the election?
I don't mind admitting that I vote green. And
I voted green to hemp.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was like green, and then I was like Animal Justice Party, Hemp Party, and then like, I don't know what else. And then very deliberately put the Liberals as my last preference.
Yeah. And I didn't even put the Liberals down.
No?
No.
I
put Pirate Party before Liberals.
Yeah, me too. Nah, I was one of those people who was like, I don't know, I felt kind of like an idiot for like being surprised at the election results.
No, it's just Donald Trump was foreshadowing. Like,
right.
In a way,
it's like, because we had like
evil overcomes no matter what.
So we had a pretty liberal prime minister in the form of Kevin Rudd.
Yeah.
And like, this guy gave like $900 to everybody for free, you know, that kind of thing. That's like communism.
Oh yeah.
But it saved our country from the GFC.
Yeah.
And then you had Obama, the first black president in history.
Yeah.
Liberal man who created like affordable health care for everyone in the country in America, Obamacare.
Yeah.
And now we're swinging the other way. Yeah. So we have conservative President Donald Trump, like the most like, I don't know, despicable kind of human to be put in charge of a country ever.
Yeah.
And in charge of a first world country. And now we're swinging back in Australia. We're having, you know, the Liberal Party is now in power.
Yeah. No, I think honestly, Australia just follows America. That's all it is.
That's what happens.
We just follow.
For sure.
They're like our big brother. And we're just like, yeah, we'll do what you do.
I hate that as well.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But I think that's the same with all white countries or Western countries. Like, we don't know anything about other countries' politics.
Yeah.
Who's the Prime Minister of India? Yeah, you got no fucking idea. Exactly. Like,
where's Annie when you
need? We know about our shit. We don't know about the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
And I think like they made it out a big thing. Like, this is our last election to stop the world from being destroyed.
That's what they said.
It's not true. The world's fucked no matter what. Yeah. We're going forward, and we're just visitors on this planet. And that's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. So we're not gonna. If people are actually worried about that, some peace of mind is knowing that we'll die out and the planet will be fine.
Peace of mind, you're all gonna go extinct.
We're gonna go extinct.
That's fucked.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck if we go extinct. Like, I'll be
dead. True.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? I saw an article that said that scientific studies point towards our freaking species going extinct by 2050.
2050.
2050. 30 years.
Something amazing would happen by then.
You reckon?
30 years.
30 years.
We'd die painfully.
Yeah.
That's like another thing, like why I'm on the fence about having kids.
Yeah.
Because they're going to live a much worse life than I am.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. I think there's enough children in this world that you can adopt. Like, honestly. Yeah. I know a lot of people who
at the same time, I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah. What, when... I just want to see... When someone gives birth, or just...
No,
to,
like what, like a very...
Oh, you want to see
me,
literally the kid, like mini me. For sure, I can get that.
I just want to see what it looks like, man.
Yeah. So selfish. That's a fair point. Nah, I know
there's only one way of doing that, too.
Yeah. I know people who are saying, like, I know a few people who think, like, I've heard one person say, I'm adopting, and he was like, me and my wife can have kids, but it's just like, there's enough children on this planet, and, you know, there's no harm.
Yeah.
And I know somebody else who was like, who hates kids and thinks that, like, the honourable thing for our race to do is to just, like,
Not have
stop
kids.
having kids and to
Yeah.
just like leave the world.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. Thanos is right. But, like, I think... Yeah, I know, I've got a friend like that that's like, I don't want to have kids ever.
Yeah.
But, like, I can say I want to have kids, you can say you don't want to have kids.
Yeah.
When the time comes, who knows what we're going to be thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you think you've got everything sorted now, you don't.
Not at all.
You don't know you're going to adopt until you're in the process of filling out adoption papers.
Right.
You don't know you don't want to have kids until you're in the process of getting your dick snipped. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
and even then, they make you free sperm just in case.
Yes.
So, you just, I don't know.
It's funny.
It's hard. I think people our age think that because we've lived 20 years, we know everything.
Yeah.
We've still got so much.
No, for sure. We were born in an age where it feels like we certainly do know more than we've ever known before.
Yeah.
And we're always getting smarter. But this is like... Actually, here's an interesting statistic for you.
Tell me.
Somebody told me that 50 years ago, 40% of the population were teenagers. 40% of like the human population.
Human race was teenage.
was teenagers. And that's like the baby
because
boomer.
the baby boomers.
It's the baby boomer generation right there.
That's crazy that
That's
everyone was having kids.
40% of
Yeah.
humanity was teenagers. Like,
Almost half. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
young people. We should be great now.
it should be great now because we'd all be like
We'd all be
Greens Party
tree
getting
hugging.
in,
I
tree
don't know.
hugging.
Actually, I know some pretty stupid fucking teenagers.
Yeah.
But
Can I ask
Yeah.
what your parents? Where did they?
yeah,
lean
they're all
politically?
Greens. Like,
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They listen to me pretty
Same,
much. I tell them
same.
whatever they. But they're all working class. Like then they don't.
Mm.
They have an experience. Like they even being small business owners, they know what it's like to be working class.
Yeah.
And if you're a small business owner that's successful, the only small businesses Scott Morrison is going to help is the ones that are already successful,
Absolutely.
right? So
Yeah.
if it's already successful, like my stepdad's, he knows that he doesn't need any help.
Yep.
He doesn't need any help from the government. He's
Yep.
happy, and he wants to give the next guy a go, right?
Yeah.
So that's why he's going to vote Labour or vote Greens, whatever.
Yeah.
I think you voted Labour. My
Yeah.
mum would have voted Greens. My dad would have voted Greens. Grandparents Greens.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
wonder what my grandparents would have voted. What are people in like nursing homes who like?
they vote. Oh yeah, true.
What the hell would you do? Like my grandpa's in a nursing home.
Maybe it's just like
What the fuck do you do? Like, yeah, you even enrolled anymore? Like, I don't know. Would he get a fine?
Maybe just
Just pay the fine. Just $90 or something.
They just take it out of their pension. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe do they vote? I don't know.
I feel like you have to vote, right?
Maybe
but you can't
there's probably like
some people you cannot get to a voting center. Like you can't transport
yeah.
somebody.
There's probably like some guy that comes around in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you can do the
ballot
postal. You can do a postal
Yeah,
vote.
they probably
for
do
sure.
postal votes. They're probably a day in the nursing home so they do postal votes or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, well, we may as well get into it now then that I've mentioned him. My grandpa.
Yeah.
I did want to like tell you this sort of story
Yeah.
because it leads to something to do with filmmaking.
Tell me.
And yeah, okay.
I'm excited.
I'll just get into it.
Yep.
So my grandpa was a private investigator for many years.
Really?
Yeah. His
That's
name is
cool.
Philip.
Wow.
Um,
The PI.
Yeah, Philip P.I. So he saw some shit, as you would imagine.
Yeah,
I don't even
you
know
don't
the
know what it
details of it all.
Yeah.
But my mum has told me stories about her being like in the back seat of car chases and stuff like that.
Really?
That kind of things. Like sitting in the back seat while grandpa looks out the window with his binoculars and like watches somebody for several hours at nighttime and like they're
That's
eating like
insanely
McDonald's
cool.
in the car while like grandpa is like on a stakeout. That kind of thing.
He took his family.
Yeah,
That's
well, it's
crazy.
like I don't know, like yeah, he'd take his daughter.
Yeah.
And then many years later, the man is about 55 or so. He's only like 60. He might have been like 60 when it happened,
Yeah.
and then like now he's like 65 or so.
Yeah.
Quite young actually for a grandparent, I think.
Yeah.
Considering I'm 20, but yeah, it's like he had like this, I guess, a breakdown. It's like a schizophrenic kind of thing, but I don't know if that's what it is, schizophrenia.
Yeah.
But basically, I feel so bad for like thinking that it's kind of funny, but like it kind of is. It's
Yeah.
like he ran down the street naked, like screaming at people.
That's a big thing they do.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that actor did that. He was the guy Mel Gibson. He did that, didn't he?
Did he?
He was saying all his anti-Semitic shit,
Really?
naked,
That's-
masturbating or some shit.
You're
No,
thinking
that-
of the Coney 2012
yeah.
guy.
No, Mel Gibson did kind of the same
Mel
thing, I think.
Gibson had like
The
this
Coney 2012 was, like,
disgusting rant.
pulling his dick naked on the side of the
Yeah,
Coney 2012
dude,
guy. Yeah,
it is insane.
it's weird that kind of.
That's
It's like
what you
your
end
brain
up
goes
doing?
back to like prime, like ooh.
Absolutely, he
You know
turned
what
into
I
a
mean?
gorilla man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. And why does that happen to people? I don't know.
Yeah,
Our
it's
society's
kind
messed
of
up.
it's kind of like evolution's built all this stuff up on our brain, and then when you have a collapse, it.
It's
falls
like we
down
think
Jenga.
we're greater than the animals, but
Yeah,
we
no,
are
no,
animals.
We're fucking animals. Mate.
So
yeah, we're fucking animals.
That shit happens. The man gets put in an asylum, not an asylum, sorry, like a nursing home. He gets
Yeah.
put in a nursing
Yeah,
home.
like a dementia kind of ward.
It's not even that. It's like it's literally it's just a
They're just
nursing
caring-
home. It's just a
caring
normal
for him.
nursing home.
Yeah.
But like he changed. Like
Yeah, nursing homes kill people. Nursing homes kill.
absolutely.
People.
And-
I would never like.
Yeah.
Oh, nursing
And
home.
it's
I'd
like
rather
shocking
die
to
than be in a nursing home.
look at like the way a person. I feel really weird like talking about it right now, just in case like people, like my extended family ends up listening to this at some point.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of the truth.
Yeah.
But it's like the man has deteriorated.
Yeah,
for
no
sure.
sh- yeah,
like
no shit.
hardcore.
Nursing homes are awful. They're
Mm.
awful Western culture.
It's where you put someone to forget about them almost.
Things.
It's like putting some.
But
it's like putting
where
a
do you-
person in the closet.
Yeah, I know it is, but like, where do you?
What are you supposed to do?
That's it's yeah. I think we've made it so our elderly live a lot longer than they should.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you put them? Because it's
Dude,
not
40
quality.
used
It's
to
not
be, like,
quality
old
life.
age.
I know it's
Yeah.
not quality life.
Yeah.
I think when you can't feed yourself anymore, you can't walk
Mhm.
anymore. When you walked all your life.
Nature
When
is saying you should have been
When
dead by
nature
now.
is saying your pack, your herd walks on and
Right.
you're left alone.
That's crazy.
You shouldn't. That's why I think euthanasia should be.
Should be
Honestly.
like legal.
I think
Yeah.
If I got to that point where my family was thinking about putting me in a nursing home, I'd just be like, yeah, put the needle in me. Like that's it. I'm done.
You say
I'll
that
live my-
now
I'll live-
at like 20
Nah,
years old.
I'd be happy.
Yeah?
I'm not scared of death.
My
at all.
grandpa wouldn't want to die.
Yeah.
And I know.
I think
a
he's
lot
one of those people. I think that older generation are very scared of death.
Yeah.
That Christian kind of
He is
Is he
super,
Christian?
Yeah, he's religious.
scared
for
of
sure.
death.
Hardcore.
Very because their whole
Which is weird.
theory is God has given them life and
Yeah.
they live it until God takes it away from them.
But then you go to heaven.
Yeah, I know, but that's for God to decide when you go.
Ooh.
You don't decide.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
If you
crazy.
choose to decide, you go to hell. That's the thing. If you that's why suicide's illegal in America. I think in some states. I
illegal.
think Alabama. Technically,
Fucking
I
Alabama.
think technically I think I don't know. Jamie pull it up. But
Jamie,
I think,
pull this
I think,
up.
I think in some countries, to
Yeah.
be honest, that it's illegal to attempt suicide.
Fuck it, I'm Jamie right now. Let's pull it up.
Search, is it illegal to attempt suicide? Anyway, I think in Christian countries, right? Yeah, because the whole theory is that God has given you life and He will take it away from you when it is time,
Alright.
and it is not for you to decide.
Wikipedia. Suicide is a crime in some parts of the world.
There you go.
Full stop. Let's see. Individual Australia. Decriminalizing suicide
there you
in
go.
Australian states.
So I think we decriminalised it.
we
like 70s,
decriminalized it. That's kind of cool. All right.
which is good and a win for us.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's.
Well, how can you imagine you try to kill yourself and then they're alright?
now you're going to
You
jail.
fucked up, mate. You didn't do well enough. Come on.
Yeah,
Locked
that's
up
like-
rest of your life.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like that was like I went with my girlfriend yesterday to we went to the museum
Mhm.
and they had some photos and shit from the Kew Penitentiary.
Kew Penitentiary.
It's Kew.
There was a prison in Kew.
It was a mental health prison,
Ooh,
and they had
I
full
didn't
on
know that.
isolation. They have a real one, an isolation chamber. It's literally it would be wood around here like that, and they'd lock you in there, black.
What?
For
That
people who are
small?
Insane, right?
For reference, he just like moved his arms in like a foot
Yeah,
radius about
literally,
himself.
like a coffin, pretty much. It's just a standing
What
coffin,
the
and you'd be
fuck?
standing up, and you'd have a slit like that, like a Ned Kelly slit kind of thing.
When was this? How
How
long ago do you reckon? 50s?
early 90s, like I think mid 90s maybe. Mid 19. No, mid 1900s.
1900s, so like 50s ish.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I think then. I think it did have a date when it closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
That's
very
fucking-
scary.
That's insane.
It's
That's
very,
crazy.
it's very, very scary.
Yeah.
And things like people that would have had simple things like ADHD, autism, people that live,
homosexuality.
people
You're
that,
gay.
yeah,
fucking
definitely.
going to prison.
People that live normal lives like we do now,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been locked up in places like this,
That is insane. That's so crazy.
and around people that probably not should have been locked up, but people that should have attention
yeah.
properly, like because they're
And
dangerous.
some people who are insane and
Yeah,
beyond
yeah.
help, who
Yeah.
like
And,
need to
just
be
normal
locked
people, and then that would, of course,
Yeah.
that would make you click.
That
and
makes
go
you
insane.
crazy.
Yeah, of
Being
course.
around that makes you crazy.
Yeah,
That's so awful.
yeah.
Yeah. To
But,
think about like I don't know, like friends of mine. If we lived in like the 50s, and like some of my friends who were trans or something, like
Yeah.
you would literally, if you came out as
Oh, yeah,
trans, you would go to jail,
white men-
or you would
the
get
men in the white suits would come. And
yeah,
get
you get put in an asylum. Like
That's
just,
yeah. I think that's why mental health is only becoming a thing now.
yeah.
Because if you everyone was scared to talk about it, because if you talked about it, someone would call someone else. and
It's
then you'd
being
go- you'd go
acceptable,
away.
like widely acceptable to be trans. That's like in the last 5 years. I
yeah.
reckon. Yeah.
I think, and
That's
it's still not widely acceptable.
It's not.
If you walk down the street as a visibly trans person, you're gonna get looks.
Yeah. You get
And you're gonna
stared
get
at. You
dickheads
get people
shouting
whisper
shit at
things.
you,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah. For sure. Which is
100%.
crazy.
But
Like-
yeah, which is bad.
We forget like because you and I, we're very liberal minded, and like all of my friends are. We all
Yeah.
we all vote green and that kind of thing. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and we talk about like trans people and I don't know, like whatever, and you don't even think twice about it being normal.
But I think
And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
we're in the minority.
Oh yeah.
for
Oh
thinking
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
I think it is kind of shifting though, because I was having a conversation with this guy who is I was telling you before.
Mhm.
He's full on like Lebanese Muslim culture,
Yeah.
right? Full on that like that, and he was asking me. He was talking about this other guy with Tomo, who's like me, very open minded, whatever.
Yeah.
And they went to a job site once, and Tomo was around the vote with the yes and no.
Yep.
Gay people get married.
Oh right. Yeah.
Tomo was like, yeah, I voted yes. And all those guys, the Muslim guys, were like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like,
Really.
full on having a go at him.
Wow.
Then he's just like to me, he's like, I know you like think it's alright to be gay, whatever, but like, what do you really think? And I was like, no, I'm really
Yeah,
happy
I
with it."
really think it's.
Yeah, and he's like,
Wow.
oh, so you really think that? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I'm like, he's like, from what I got from what he said, his thoughts are that let people be people, just don't interfere with him,
Mhm.
kind of thing. He's not against it, but he wouldn't want his kid to be gay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I think that him being as Muslim as he is, he prays like 3 times, 5 times a day, whatever.
Mhm.
And for him to like think, let people be people.
That's crazy.
Just my kids. I don't want that. I think his kids then would have a different kind of mind
Yeah.
and then be more open. I think
We're
progressively.
always a little more progressive
Yeah.
than our parents, aren't we?
So yeah, so his
Yeah.
parents, which is funny though, because my dad, he had a plastic surgery clinic and he specialized in transgender surgeries and stuff.
Your dad, your biological father.
My biological,
He's
yeah.
a surgeon.
Yeah.
Really?
No, he's not a surgeon. He's an accountant. But
Uh-huh.
he but he owned a place called S Clinic in Paran,
He owned a clinic. Right.
and they specialized in transgender
wow.
surgeries.
That's crazy.
So, which is crazy. And then my grandparents are quite open minded as
Mhm.
well,
Yeah.
which is weird. Some people
Grandparents, that's rare to
Yeah.
find open minded.
I know my
Or, like,
Italian
liberal grandparents,
grandparents. My nonna votes for the animals and votes green.
Mm.
And my
That's
nonna does
whatever.
whatever my nonna tells her.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and my nonna, yeah, her big thing is like love is love.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's because my auntie had a lot of gay friends growing
Yeah.
up as well.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It just takes one person in that culture, that community, to just kind of slowly change,
Yeah.
and then we just hope that it'll change before humans die out.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
My grandparents are like, I think now in their old age they don't really give a shit. Like I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
when they were younger, they might have actually. I feel like my grandpa would have actually supported gay people
Yeah.
and would have like almost like he was like, I think he was like a leader of like a workers' union.
Yeah.
And he used to have, he had like a mohawk.
Sick.
And, like, yeah, and like a long time ago.
Mm.
And like he was like kind of a badass. Like, that's fucking, what a crazy life.
Yeah.
I
Think
didn't,
about how long someone's life is.
I
like-
never even got into like how that relates back to filmmaking. I'm sorry, we went on a complete tangent there.
Yeah.
So my grandpa's story, I'll just tell you about it.
Yeah.
But basically, like I started writing a script about it,
Yeah.
and I'll send it to you. But it's like this script that's about, it's sort of inspired by the experiences of people that I know and my own experiences,
Mm.
and it's just like a bunch of different intertwining stories,
Yeah.
and it's, I don't know, I guess set in the present modern era.
Yeah.
Whatever, thank you. But it's like, yeah, there's the story of my grandpa, like that moment,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
the psyche breaks, that's in there. There's an experience that my mum had, which is like beyond traumatic,
Mm.
which is in there as well.
Mm.
And it's not what you're thinking. I'm saying that to Mike. It's not what you're thinking.
I'm not thinking
listeners.
anything, but yeah.
Okay.
Keep going. Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
just listening to you.
no,
That's
it was like, it's nothing that I could possibly like even imagine.
No, don't. Yeah. No,
Yeah, but
don't-
like,
yeah, sorry.
I may look. I may as well just tell you about it, and I'll tell them about it. But it's like, I thought this would be a good, like, it's a cinematic moment in a human being's life.
Yeah.
You ever have something happen to you, and you're like, this would make a good
It's
scene in a movie?
defining. It's like
Absolutely.
it makes you who you are. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, this is a weird moment to have in a podcast when you're doing a podcast and you start talking about personal shit, but it's like,
It's alright. That's how you get a good podcast.
absolutely, absolutely, and whoever's
People, you think that it's like you're
It's-
the only one that's happening to you, but like everyone listening to will relate to.
that's
it
why
in
the
some way.
script. I'm not to toot my own horn or anything, but that's why I think
Yeah.
the script is important.
Everyone
It's
will-
not my story. It's Australia's story.
Yeah, yeah.
It's your story as well. It's
Yeah.
everybody's story. It's humanity's story.
Yeah.
That's why all of these different moments are really important, and that's why I'm not censoring anything in this,
Mm.
because it's fucking real.
Yeah.
And so there's some really weird, confronting shit in the script,
Mm.
but it's real,
Mm.
and it actually happened to these people, and I'm not going to tone it down
Mm.
before
Yeah.
I. So basically, my mum's story is like, I don't know if she'd like me telling this. I'm gonna tell it because it's an important story, and
Well, just think about it. We're not live yet, so if you want to cut it
Yeah,
out,
you're right.
cut
You're
it out.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I'm
Just
probably
remember what time. How long were we recording for?
a bit over an hour.
All right,
Like,
bit over now.
I know.
All right, an hour 21. All right.
That's
Is that hour 12?
That's 12.
All right. An hour 12. Just remember that.
I
All right.
know I'm not going to cut it though. But
Okay, well that's good. Yeah,
anyway,
keep going.
okay. So the story is, she got a dog
Yeah.
when she was a kid.
Yeah.
Dog's name was Grover,
Yeah.
and
Oof.
she loved the dog
Yeah.
like more than anything. And
Yeah.
she was an only child for the first like 13 years of her life or something.
Mm.
Basically an only child. And then eventually her brothers were born like 1 year apart, both of them. But her parents bought her a dog, and they were a pretty poor family, and one thing led to another, where eventually they were in the car one day
Mm.
and they were arguing, and she was in the back with the dog,
Mm.
and it was something back and forth, like it's me or that fucking dog, like that kind of thing.
Mm.
Somebody didn't like the dog.
Probably the dad, but yeah. Maybe not?
Not.
Mum didn't like the
I
dad.
know who it was. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
listen. It's just like
yeah.
it's just I feel
I think
so weird.
that's just
I
my
feel
head.
so
That's
weird
just my
talking about
head.
it.
The men
Right.
are fucking cunts.
yeah, no,
keep going,
because I get that. Nah, it's like basically it was just an argument, and it
Yeah.
ended up for some reason coming back to the dog. It's like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
would you get this dog?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can't afford to take care of this dog. That kind of thing. This dog is fucking loud and annoying. Like, who's gonna walk
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And so they take the dog, they put it on the ground outside the car, close the door, and drive away. And my mum looks out the back window and watches this dog chase the car for like
no.
half an hour until he disappears in the distance.
That's sad.
And
That's
she was like
awful.
7 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah.
That's the most tragic, sad thing I could possibly imagine.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you've told her this, but just tell her that dog will be fine. That dog will.
Dogs
it'll
can
be
take
sad.
care of themselves.
It'll be
sure.
sad for a couple of days, maybe, but then it'll.
Dogs
go
immediately
back
like
into dog mode.
yeah. Dogs can
Nah,
do.
shit.
Dogs can take care of themselves.
And
for sure.
I mean, it would have lived
It
his
would have
life.
been fine.
Yeah, happy.
No, it's more like a 7-year-old
yeah,
girl
it's sad,
being put through
yeah.
that trauma.
Yeah, definitely.
But I was like, what a crazy.
And it's sad that no one told her that
thing.
when she was that young.
She would
She would have
no
lived
idea.
her
She had to
life.
figure this shit out for
She would
herself.
have lived her life thinking that dog is just waiting for her. And
Yeah.
missing her and
Yeah.
sad.
It's awful. And I thought, what a great thing to like. What an incredible story to tell cinematically. Like, so I wrote a script about it, which is dramatized, but like more or less inspired by the same kind of things.
More or less Toy Story 2.
More what?
Have you seen Toy Story 2?
Yes, I've seen Toy Story 2.
You know she leaves Jessie behind?
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah. What is it? Yesterday. What's
Yeah,
that song?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
fuck.
Toy Story 2.
That is Toy Story. Yeah, so it's something like that. So crazy, sad story, and I wrote
wow.
a script about it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I know. I guess I was gonna send you the script and see if you want to tell
send it
me
to me.
work on that shit.
That'll
But like,
help me,
it's like way beyond our capacity to make it now.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm saying, like we have no money, we have no.
I have a
don't
dog.
know. Okay, we're halfway there.
And a car.
oh, 75. No, it's just like this is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of time, and probably a lot of money if I wanted to make it right, because I can't not make it right.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's got to be 100% right.
if you've got a few people thinking about it, a team thinking about it,
Yeah.
let it sit.
Yeah.
It'll come.
Yeah. Isn't that a weird thing that like you can't wait too long though. When you've got creative inspiration inside you, you can't wait too long for it to just.
It's kind of thing
right.
you gotta keep it in the back of your mind, because if you forget about it, it'll be forgotten.
Yeah.
Forever. And
Yeah.
then you gotta keep it
Totally.
alive and think about it a little bit.
Have you
but
ever
not too much.
have you ever written anything like a script or something that you truly like believed in? You're like, this is gonna be a good film. Like if I ever make it, this could be a great film.
I've never written a script, to be honest.
You've never written a script?
I've written like little ones, but
Like short stories or anything?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
does it make
yeah,
a good
kind of,
movie,
but
or-
none that I could find right now. Like,
Yeah.
they've just gone. I don't know where they're probably on a piece of paper somewhere in a landfill somewhere.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Mm.
I just have so many ideas. There's just not enough room for them.
I know the feeling.
You know what I mean?
That's why
Like,
I'm doing this podcast.
And like it feels like, if I have an idea, I don't have an idea that's like, this is my special idea,
Mhm.
and this is have to stay with me forever, and I want to
Yeah.
save this forever. I have an idea. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, next idea. Kind
it
of thing.
gets
You know what I mean?
deleted immediately,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Like
for sure.
it's just so active and like continuous, you know.
Yeah.
But I've never had that kind of that one special like I want to make this,
Yeah.
which I feel like you kind of have to have.
Dude, I have that every single time I have any idea.
Yeah,
It's
see,
always
like, same with me. Like,
Oh,
after,
right,
this has to be
right.
made, but then it just kind of I
then
just forget
it
about it, and then
leaves
something else
immediately.
comes out. Like,
and then do you ever look back and you find it and you're like, oh, that was that thing. I don't
yeah,
care
yeah,
about it anymore.
that's stupid. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which
That's
is
what I
kinda
mean.
sad,
So I haven't had that one. I think there should be an idea that sticks in your mind, and even when you think of these other ideas, they're like, oh, it's not as good as that one.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that one.
Maybe.
That's the one. That's the money maker. All right.
maybe. Well, maybe that's my this script that I've written.
Yeah,
but
I feel like if
my
you've
parents and stuff.
yeah, if you've been
Yeah.
thinking about it for that long, like,
It's I wrote like a kind of like a draft. What I tend to do is I write like one scene, like one sort of short, very self-contained story,
yeah,
which isn't a film at
and then
all.
build it around it.
Well, it's like I try to build it and I start building it. The best I can do
I've
is
heard that's the bad way to do it though.
Yeah,
Like, I've
I'm-
heard that.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, because imagine you watch a movie and it's all in that one scene, and then the rest of the hour and a half you're just sitting there, it's like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nah, that's my shit. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
write,
what I do that as well. I do
Yeah.
that all the fucking time. I
Right.
think about one cool thing that I want to put in a movie,
Yeah.
and then that was like the movie I made in year 12 with that chick.
Yep.
I had this one cool scene where I just realized that. So the whole movie was that I can't exactly remember what the movie was about, right? But the whole thing was I had this imaginary friend that I thought was real.
Yep.
Well, I think everyone's had this fucking made this movie idea, right?
Maybe.
But I had this movie idea anyway, and yeah, she was imaginary friend that I thought was real, and this scene where I kind of realized that she wasn't, and that she was part of my mind.
Shit, fuck. I'm flashing
And-
back. I've made this
Yeah,
film
everyone-
before. I've made this film before.
My media teacher's like, oh, I made this movie.
What the hell? I made it in media.
Everyone makes this movie.
Holy
right?
shit.
Everyone makes this movie about imaginary friend.
That's
right?
really fucking sad. All right, go on.
Even though I never had an
Yeah, me neither.
I never had an imaginary friend,
Yeah.
but everyone makes it. I think it's just a baseline.
It's a lonely teenager thing.
It's a baseline idea to have.
Wow.
And then to make a good movie out of.
I'm
Right?
totally flashing back.
Yeah,
All right,
true.
go on. You
Anyway,
tell me.
But you know what's funny? I can't think of any Hollywood movie that's had that.
There's an opportunity.
Exactly.
We need to fill the void.
There's like almost like remember that movie Charlie St. Cloud? That was about a dead brother. Remember Charlie St. Cloud?
No.
I never saw it.
The
I
hell,
remember
Charlie
the ad.
St. Cloud.
Zac Efron was in it.
No.
It was about his dead brother, and he played baseball with his dead brother or some shit.
No.
I remember the ad.
I've
I
not
don't
seen
know.
it.
I remember ads more than I remember movies. That's another thing. Anyway.
That's funny. Alright, go ahead.
But like, yeah. Anyway, and there was this pivotal scene which I thought of before I thought of the movie, where you just remembered that, you just realized, and then in my head, this is how it worked. He was talking to him, and they'd disappear and come back, and disappear and come back, and it was like a POV kind of shot.
Right.
And it was meant to be really like eerie and freaky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just didn't end up how I wanted it to end up.
So you did end up shooting it.
I didn't end up shooting it.
And it just didn't. It's
didn't-
never how you want it to be.
It's not how you want it to be
Yeah.
at all.
Because you picture it and it's like amazing.
Oh
in your
yeah,
head.
it's just so cool.
And then you film
would-
it, you're like, how the fuck do
in
I
my
even
head,
do this?
in my head, it
yeah.
would, if anyone watching it, it would give them chills, right? But
For sure.
but it just didn't end up working anyway. And
Yeah.
then I realized like I can't make a whole movie about one scene that I want in my head. If I want to do that, I'll make a short.
Yeah, it's a short film. It's
Make
short.
it like a short, like that. If I want to do that, if I want to make a thing about one scene, I'll just do that one scene.
Yeah.
And I'll make a little short,
Yeah.
10-minute movie, whatever.
It's rare that you can ever turn a short film idea into a feature length,
Yeah,
but it has been done. You know, Saw, like
that was a short. That was
it was a short film.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just it was the bear trap. It was waking up with the reverse bear trap thing. That trap.
I fucking hate Saw. That freaks me. the
I
fuck
like
out, man.
Saw 1. The rest of them suck
That
ass.
sort of freaking me the fuck. Imagine.
Too much
I
fun.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whiplash. You seen Whiplash?
Which one's is that the one?
It's the drummer.
Hockey.
Nah. It's
No, what's the one with the roller derby? I feel like that's Whiplash as well.
The roller derby.
The female roller derby.
I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
it's Ellen Page. I can't remember
Yeah.
what it's called. I can't remember what it's
Isn't it called Whiplash?
No, it's not. It might be called Whiplash. Fucking Jamie, bring
Jamie!
it up. I don't remember. Ellen Page roller derby.
Whip it. That's it.
Whip it. Okay.
Whip it. Yeah. Anyway.
No, I haven't seen
yeah.
Whip It. Yeah. So, anyway, Whiplash. Yeah, it's the one about the drummer. It's Miles Teller, J.K.
I haven't
Simmons.
seen that. No.
Dude, that's a fucking great film.
I should
You need to
watch
watch
that.
that.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Like, it's beyond saying it's a great film. It's like a life-changing film.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
What's it about?
But it's just like this dude who's like a good drummer who starts like he goes to like an elite music school.
Yeah.
And his teacher is like the most hard-ass psychopath in the world who like throws shit at him in front of everyone, calls him like a
Dodge a
little
wrench, you can dodge
bitch.
a ball.
Yeah. He says he's like, if you deliberately sabotage my band by being shit, I'll fuck you like a pig. Like it's like
Really?
I'll fucking kill you, you piece of shit.
So it's like hardcore School of Rock
in
for
front
you.
of everyone, like that. Yeah, like School of Rock rated R kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like crying like as an
Really?
adult in front of like
Yeah.
all these other people in the room, and it's like it's awful. It's
Yeah.
gut wrenching, and then like it drives him, and he tries to be better,
Yeah.
and he ends up kind of like going crazy for a little while. Like he's
Yeah.
like playing drums so much that he develops blisters, and he's like bleeding on the kit and
Mate,
shit.
Don't talk out of me about blisters.
Alright. But like he's like
Yeah.
bleeding on the kit and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then
I
at
get
the
it.
end of the film, there's this like incredible sequence of that I can't even
Is
describe.
it like a rock show? That's really good.
Or it's like a.
Is it like when they play?
It's
perform?
when they perform at the
Yeah,
very end,
fuck
and
yeah.
it's
Alright, I don't know watch that.
beautiful.
I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
But yeah, I don't know. School of Rock was one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
I love School of Rock.
Really?
And that just makes me think of School of Rock.
School of Rock.
I used to love School of Rock.
Even as a kid, I didn't like School
Because
of Rock that much.
really,
Yeah.
because I never had any musical talent. I still don't.
Really?
I'm very untalented. Like,
Because you and I have talked about music before.
I
like
love
making
music. I
yeah.
love
You
music.
love music.
But I don't know a note. I can't hit a note. I don't know any notes. I don't know anything about music. I was never raised up about music.
Oh, shit.
The only I can play a few songs on the ukulele.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-girlfriend told me.
Yeah.
But that was it. Like, that's... I reckon if I was brought up musically, like, if someone... Like, you know how families are just, like...
Yeah. My family.
The mum plays piano and the dad will play guitar or
Yeah.
whatever, and then the kid just plays everything, right?
Yeah. For sure.
If I was like that, I'd be playing everything, and I'd be making music right now.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to make music. I love music, but I just...
Dude,
I
is
don't
it
have
like...
the mind
Does
for it.
music, like, keep you alive?
I
Like, is
love
it like
it.
that? Is it like
I
that
love-
much of your life? Like...
It's like... I don't know if it's that much of my life. Like, it's a big part of my life, but...
How
I
often do
can
you
only
listen
like
to
certain
music?
songs. You know, people that can like appreciate every single song. I can't.
No?
I can't. I have to. I like a certain
Right.
part.
You're like a D&B hip-hop kind of...
not even though. Like,
No?
I appreciate like.
What the hell is Frank's genre?
Fuck. I think that's my genre. I don't even
Yeah,
know if
that's
that's
your
my genre
genre.
though. I don't even know.
It's
if
like
that's my genre.
sad boy mixed
I
with...
don't even know what that's. I just love. I love harmonies. I love very well. I like. Actually, no. Hang on.
Mhm.
I love misplaced harmonies.
Misplaced, huh?
So like, what's James Blake?
Not familiar.
He does this song with Travis Scott. He does a song by himself as well, and it's kind of like Frank Ocean, very like misplaced harmonies. It's very like harrowing.
Right.
That's the right word.
You mean like discordant, as in like
Yeah.
almost like it makes you feel like kind of like uneasy?
I love that.
But it's
because
like-
I think music should make you feel something. It doesn't always have to make you feel good. It doesn't
Absolutely.
always have to make me feel sad.
Totally
It can
agree
make
with
you
you.
feel scared. It can make
Yeah.
you feel. I love songs that make you feel something different. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And there's
I'm like that with film, actually.
yeah, true.
Film, if it makes you feel something, then it has merit as a film. It doesn't need to make you feel good. It just needs to make you feel something.
Yeah.
Go on about
See, like,
yeah.
see, like this guy where he is, I can't keep coming back to him because he's like a base mind for me, right? I think about him, and he's like the everyday person. He loves Snoop Dogg. He loves Ice Cube.
Mhm.
And I asked him one day, like, why do you love him so much? Why do you only listen to Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube? He's like, yeah, bro, they tell a story. I'm like, yeah, they do tell a story,
Okay.
but that's all they do, right? They tell a story about bitches in the living room getting it on,
Fuck,
right?
yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is, right?
Yeah.
But he likes hearing that kind of... He likes... When he listens to a song, he likes having that, like, set up. You know what I mean? In his
Right.
mind. He likes
Right.
seeing what's going on in his mind in that song. Why he's singing that song.
Yeah.
But I like songs where it's, like... It's up to you what
Right.
they're saying. Like, that's a lot of Frank Ocean songs.
Frank is...
Nights is about his coke addiction.
Is
and
that what it's about?
It's about...
I had no idea. I
Yeah,
thought it was
see?
just... Yeah.
It's about his coke addiction, and it's about how he's coming into people knowing who he is, knowing his
Yeah.
fame,
Yeah.
where he wasn't all used to that.
That's what I kind of...
But like it can be anything. Like you can think of like especially like White Ferrari. That's about ecstasy. That's about an ecstasy come down that he had.
White Ferrari.
White Ferrari is an ecstasy. It's an ecstasy pill called White Ferrari.
Talk. I don't
Yeah.
even remember that song very well.
Yeah. Anyway, that's about an ecstasy come down. Just
Uh-huh.
one ecstasy come down he had.
Yeah.
But like the amount of people in this world that would connect that to the breakups, connect that
Yeah.
to
Well, that's
everything,
the thing. It's like
you know what I mean?
everything in like the greatest songs. It's always like metaphorical.
Yeah.
Can't feel my face. That song, which is kind of a meme
Yeah,
now,
The
but it's
Weeknd,
like
yeah.
when they came out, it was my jam, and I was like listening to it all the time, and I remember like sitting down with some
You think
people,
about it, yeah?
and they're like, yeah, it's about like him and his girlfriend, and I'm like, it's about him and like drug abuse, right?
Yeah.
Like I just kind of like reasoned that in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
And I'm like, actually, I thought it was about alcoholism.
That's like yeah.
And then it's about cocaine, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is that what
I
it's
think so.
it's
But like,
literally
it's like think about
cocaine?
like, what's Hotel California about?
Hotel California. Who fucking knows?
Some people think it's about heroin.
Yep.
Some people think it's about a brothel.
Yep.
They don't tell you.
It's all metaphorical.
I fucking love that. They
Which
don't
is
tell
why
you.
it's so good. It's
It's like
it's
that's
up
why I
to
hate
you.
this. You know this Genius thing on Facebook and like YouTube.
Oh, when
now?
it tells you,
Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that to someone?
I
It's
like it. I like
It is good,
Yeah.
but it's bad in the same way. Because
It
like
is.
you get these. Imagine if you love like if Frank Ocean went on it, I'd fucking hate it. Right?
Right.
I'd love to hear him talk.
Yeah.
And love to hear what he thinks about it. But at the same time, I feel like it wouldn't have the impact that he has.
Dude,
on
I
me
learned
now.
that Frank was bi from listening to Thinking About You and then reading the Genius thing. Like
I-
I listened to Think About You and then I
Have
like
you heard Oldie?
Oldie.
Yeah.
No?
That's how you know he's bi, right?
Okay.
I'm high and I'm bi. Right? He says that. It's like high and I'm bi, or wait, and some shit, I don't know. But it's Oldie is the last song on the of Wu-Tang. Of Future, sorry.
Of what?
You know, of Future? Of Future? Him and Tyler, all those guys. That's how he started.
No.
Okay, history lesson.
Okay.
Frank Ocean came from this group called Of Future.
Of Future.
Yep. Alright,
Yep.
so they had this thing called Loiter Squad as well on
Loiter
MTV,
Squad, yep.
which was this really funny show.
Yep.
Little skits. But they had...
Or like Eric Andre kind of.
Yeah. So
Goofy
Eric
shit.
Andre, Tyler Creator, all those guys.
Or what? On the same shit?
Of Future, that's what they're called.
Really?
Of Future, yeah. OF. Off.
Yeah.
Future.
Of Future.
Of Future,
Yes,
right?
Yes, I get it.
Tyler.
Yeah! Right? Anyway,
Tammy, do
So-
you want to come join the
so-
podcast?
come join.
Do you want to come join?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so...
You can pull up a seat, have some more rum.
yeah,
If you want.
I'll
I'll,
grab my cup, hang on.
Let me...
Alright.
let's pause it and I'll get back to
We'll-
it. Let me,
we'll
I'm gonna
pause
pee.
it.
I'm gonna pee again. Sweet.
Alright.
Alright.
Tammy's
So-
joining the podcast, everybody.
Thank
you.
you very much. $20. That's great. Alright.
Alright, so
Paying for the
Dante
podcast.
and Tammy,
Where's the
you
chair?
guys now know
No,
it.
don't
You
sit on
need,
the-
you need a
Kosher,
chair. You
kosher.
can't. No, I don't care about kosher.
Comfy chair.
Yeah, sit on the comfy chair.
Comfy chair.
Dante and I studied at JMC Academy together. We went to uni together.
Tassie?
No, this is South Melbourne.
Oh, wow.
It was
Yeah.
earlier this year.
Yeah.
Alright, so Dante is a
Alright.
huge fan of Frank Ocean.
I love Frank Ocean.
He
Frankie
loves Frank
Ocean.
Ocean. We all love Frank. That's
yeah.
right.
Shout out to Frankie Ocean.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
She knows all this.
She
Alright,
knows
okay,
a lot
anyway.
more than I do.
Anyway, so
Alright.
he was a ghostwriter
Right.
for Tyler and all these guys in Of Future. Right?
Yeah.
And then there was this big speculation that Tyler the Creator was homophobic, and that's why he's banned in Australia.
I know that he's
He's-
banned. It's just
he's
fucking
banned in
stupid.
Australia.
I thought it wasn't about
Yeah.
him being
It's
homophobic. I
'cause-
thought it was because he was like,
And it's because of
Oh,
this song that he wrote called "She" with
She.
Frank Ocean,
ooh,
right? Which is about like it's a bit of a weird song.
but it's still a good song.
It's a
change
great
the-
song, but okay, change. It's
Sorry,
a,
I'm just changing the polar patterns on my microphone.
it's a great song, but it got him banned from Australia, pretty much.
Isn't it the one about taking some chick and like raping her or
Pretty
something?
much. It's about it's.
But it's music. It's not fucking real. It's just like
It's
a dude
about, like,
like
watching her, and he's
The
like,
the
if he-
fact that he
shit.
could have that in his head is the
He's-
point.
he's
As to,
yeah,
like,
he's pretty much saying like,
for-
if you don't love me, I'm gonna kill you. That's like
Right.
what the song's about, pretty
okay,
much.
okay.
And I think that, and among other things, got him banned in Australia. Which is sad,
I heard
but-
speculations literally yesterday about him, like feeling up 11, 12-year-olds.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
Because
Yeah, but see, I
it's
think
like-
he's a pretty cool guy,
I don't
and
like
I
that.
think Frank Ocean is someone who, like, he had a falling out with Travis Scott because he put, like this guy put in a skirt and like lipstick and stuff on his album cover for, Astroworld.
Who did that? Frank?
Travis Scott.
Oh, Trey.
And Frank Ocean was in a song for that, and Frank Ocean got very angry at him for that. And so
For
he-
what? Putting it.
Putting a trans person, because it wasn't
Oh,
a
this
real
is-
trans person.
Is this
it,
before? Is it mockery of?
it looked like a mockery of trans people,
Right.
right? It looked like it, but then I think they had a big falling out over that, and Frank wanted his verse taken off.
Really?
The album for that, yeah.
Wow.
But then they sorted it out, obviously, and now you don't see you won't find that photo anywhere. Like, you might find it like on
I'm sure you can find it
subreddits and
somewhere,
shit,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like Travis Scott won't have it anywhere. Which was originally it was going to be the album cover,
Yeah.
but now it's not. But now
Okay.
it's that
Shit.
Luna Park kind of thing. But yeah,
Of which album is this?
face.
Travis
Astroworld.
Scott's Astroworld. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Travis. I only know that one
Anyway.
Kendrick song.
How
yeah.
does that song go?
It's
Which one?
Goosebumps.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of his best. But
Yeah.
yeah. But Travis Scott's actually got some. He's like those harmonies I was talking about.
Right.
Because
right.
he's big on autotune.
Yeah. He is.
But he does
sure.
some very cool autotune harmonies,
Yeah.
like discorded harmonies.
Right.
But then he's got a cool song that's called Coffee Bean, and
Coffee
that's like
Bean.
that's just his voice,
Yeah.
purely talking about him.
Is it like melodic or is it like rap?
It's like
like
talking
singing
rap.
or-
It's like it's good.
Yeah.
It's he's it's talking about him and Kylie Jenner, which is his wife, I think, his
Okay.
girlfriend. He's got a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
He's got a
He's,
kid with her.
he's dating. Is it Kylie or the other
Does he
one,
have a kid with
Kendall?
Kylie?
No, it's Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah.
No way.
Stormy. Her name's Stormy.
They have a kid.
They have a
I didn't
kid.
know
Yeah.
that.
Stormy.
Shit.
Stormy. It's a pretty cool name, I reckon.
Stormy.
But,
Stormy Scott.
Stormy Scott.
Yeah, that's alright. I don't know.
But
It's not as bad
yeah. Anyway,
as
that's
Northwest.
I think that song Coffee
I
Beans
think,
about
I think Northwest is pretty good. I think
Northwest.
it's black.
I think-
Chicago is a cool name.
Chicago.
And then what's the there's Chicago Saint and
I've heard about Saint. Chicago? Who's Chicago?
Chicago is his son. He's got a
What?
son.
Since when?
He's got a son.
Since fucking when? I thought baby.
You haven't known. He's
there's
got 3 kids now.
Baby Saint. I know
There's
about
Saint-
Saint North and
North.
Like-
Oh no, he's got 4. Does he have 4 kids?
what?
He's got 3 or 4 kids.
I know about Saint and North.
I think he's got 4 kids now. He's got a kid called Chicago. I know that.
Chicago.
A boy called Chicago.
Dude, Chicago's a pretty cool name, to be
That's
honest.
a fucking sick name. Because he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
That's why I call him.
That is pretty cool.
I'm not
Chicago.
gonna
What's your
call-
address?
I'm not gonna call my kid.
104 Westbury Street.
West
West.
Bury
That's right.
Street. Balaclava.
That is now on the internet forever. Ah, it's fine.
But
It's
is
okay.
that
He's
what
got nothing for you
you're
still,
gonna
though.
call your
Huh?
You're gonna call your kid West.
West.
That's his last name though. West is his last name.
What if I called my my kid West?
Your Sid West?
Sid.
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 Sid. Sid is like Sydney. You know what? Actually, Sydney is not a bad name.
If you weren't in Australia, I think Sydney would be a good name.
If you weren't in
It's
Australia.
like my friend's called like Tori, Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, Tori used to live here. But her real name is
Yeah,
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah,
See, I
Victoria.
think that's a bit of a weird name. If
Really?
you live-
To have
if you
in
live
Victoria.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
From Queensland, but
it's a
then
bit patriotic.
That's not where it comes from. That's
I know, but I don't know. I just think I don't know.
I'll call my kid Tasmania.
I'm gonna call
My
my,
son's
kid
name-
Bitters.
Yeah, it's my son.
Call my kid Rothman.
Westfield. My son Westfield.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so this, I think if he was actually like that, Frank Ocean would not like him,
Right.
but he's
Right.
not. I
Nah.
don't think. But yeah, his new album Igor, that's pretty cool.
I've listened to a little bit of Igor. Not that much.
You
The
like
only
it?
song that I really know is from is it Wolf or Wolves?
No.
The album. Tyler's album.
Yeah, I know what you
Wolf?
mean. I think it's Wolf. Yeah.
There's like that one.
album's like blue.
Yeah. He's got very cool like offbeat kind of.
Yeah.
I think he admits that he's taken that from Frank. Frank's
Oh, really?
giving him those offbeats, and then Blonde's like a perfection version of those offbeats.
Blonde is all over the. Blonde is the most experimental album
He's,
of that genre I've ever heard.
Tyler's had a lot of quotes about Blonde. He's like,
Yeah.
he's admitted it's his favorite album
Yeah.
ever. And like,
Yeah, it's one of my favorites for sure.
yeah.
What's the most influential musical album you've ever listened to? I need to turn the gain up again because we're like really quiet right now. Apparently.
Probably Blonde or
Blonde.
Endless. I don't know, something. Because Frank really got me into music.
Yeah.
Like, before that, like I kind of liked what everyone else told me to like.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, like, now, if someone said they don't like Frank Ocean, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he's my boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I could listen to him over and over again and not get sick of it.
Yeah.
Because I hear something different every time I listen to it.
Have you listened to much Kendrick?
I have. His voice annoys me, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that voice just sound like this.
I listened
You
to
hate that?
He's like on a 3 beat though.
Huh?
Kendrick's.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like that's. It's
It's
like.
very I know what you mean.
I don't know how to explain
3 beat.
He's like,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
What do you mean? Like, oh, you mean on the beat?
Yeah, no, he's like,
Oh,
da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na,
yeah.
da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
I don't know what you guys are listening to.
I don't know.
Listen to Duckworth. He's just crossing the bar like 100% of the time. Like,
I don't know, but
or
like,
No More Parties in LA with Kanye. Like,
yeah, that's fucking awesome.
that's
I love
a
that
great
song.
song. And
Baby, no more fun now.
yeah, that's a fantastic song.
But
Which went completely under the radar.
that
as
went so
well.
under the radar.
Yeah.
So many songs on Life of Pablo that went under the
Yeah,
radar.
because it was fucking too long.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like
right.
that's like a
there
masterclass
was-
in how to not release an album.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I think Kanye doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to
he
get
does
shit out
he
there.
does not give a fuck.
And he thinks if you care enough, you'll listen to it and you'll understand it.
And we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
which is cool.
And you understood.
Oh, I don't know if I understand completely, but I feel like I've got it.
You feel it?
I feel it.
I
feel
feel like
the album.
we listen to it enough to like tracks that aren't big,
Yeah.
like famous and all that shit. Like,
No More Parties in LA.
yeah.
Wolves is like
Wolves
that's
is a
way
mad
down the
song.
track, and
That's a
everybody
fucking
loves
sick
Wolves.
song.
So you love Wolves. I've only listened to it a couple times, and
You don't like it?
I still I don't know. I wouldn't say I don't like it. I just don't feel it yet.
I like female voices. I like Beyonce. I like
Mhm.
Rihanna, and I like Sia. Billie Eilish is coming.
Oh,
I
you're feeling the
I think
Eilish?
she's fucking awesome.
Billie
Yeah.
Eilish.
Billie Eilish,
I like Billie
Yep.
Eilish.
Yep.
But yeah,
Are you
Like-
getting picked up or something soon? Or?
not soon, later.
Okay.
But she'll come up maybe. She's right. She comes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
But she's
for sure.
she works in Spotswood and
She
she's
should
coming.
come and have a drink with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's driving, but she's gonna drive.
We
me
should
home.
come and chill while we
Yeah,
have a
she'll
drink.
come
Yeah.
But like, what was I saying? Fuck.
Wolves.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I like Sia. I like Rihanna. I like Beyonce.
Yep.
And Billie Eilish.
Did you like Flower Boy?
I like Flower Boy.
What's Flower Boy?
That's Tyler. Was it an album or
This
is
is
it?
like it. Yeah,
series
it's like
or
his.
Yeah, like
last
911.
album.
I'm such a
Call me
like Tyler
sometime.
newbie. I don't know.
I don't know. Tyler's it's a lot to wrap your head around. To be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's very like
There's so much content to
That-
listen to.
That
It's
was
too
his
much.
last. That was his first. And I don't know if it's
boredom.
gonna be like his last album.
The dude
with,
shits
like, a
out
band.
music like way too fast for me to even wrap my head around it.
But
Like
I
it's way
can't
too
get
much.
enough of it.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know. He's one of those guys that might have started off like Halo's like these are like SoundCloud rappers now that are just
Yeah.
they're just chasing money.
Dude, because Chance showed him how it's done.
Chance is sick.
Chance
I
is
wish
sick.
Chance wasn't so religious. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
'Cause some of his I listened to some of his songs like Blessings, which I really like. And I actually listened to it the other day.
Yeah.
And I realized it's just for
It's
just, like,
100%.
it's
It's
just a
preaching.
Christian
It's
song.
literally
It's
preaching. That's what it is. But I'm okay with that. Dude, what about
Gang of Youths.
Gang of Views? Is that religious?
His religious. His heavily religious.
It doesn't come through in his music, does it?
I haven't
I
listened
don't
to
know.
it.
The only Gang of Youths.
Kanye like
Kanye's
what's the
100%.
first song on what's it called?
Oh, Ultralight Beam.
Yeah, that's a fucking awesome song.
That's a
and
fantastic song. That's about
the
God.
hymn. That's a hymn.
That's
like,
religious.
it.
That's
Yeah.
super religious.
I don't know. It's a bit of a shame to be honest, I think.
Nah, I don't think there's any problem with it at all. I don't lose anything from even that song. I think it's Low Lights. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one that's you want me to tell me a story about.
Yeah, and
My
there's
life.
Jesus Walks. There's so many.
Yeah.
On
Jesus
his old
Walks.
albums-
Jesus Walks is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know.
It's such a good song.
He's done well. Like everyone thinks like Christian rap is like
Yes.
awful, but he's done.
Nah,
he's
Kanye's
done it
Christian
well.
rap.
That is completely new to me.
What?
Like
He's
there's all these
Christian. Yeah.
all these Coachella. You didn't know that?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so
Yeah.
Christian. He's
like
very
hardcore. He needs Jesus. Kanye needs Jesus.
Jeez.
For
Yeah.
sure.
He's
Does that
He's-
mean his
he's-
videos
Huh?
religious as well?
what?
Kim?
Oh yeah, she. I think because he like
No.
she
Should
screenshotted
have to be.
she screenshotted a text message that he had and she put it on Instagram and she was like, and he was saying, this is, I think his new kid's called Psalm.
That's
Psalm?
the worst.
Right,
Kanye,
but
no.
but it's a religious name.
That's the worst
And he's
name.
like our fourth and last child. This is everything.
Fourth and final child.
This is everything we need or
Fuck
something.
me.
That's what he said, which is nice. But
Some of things I don't understand. I don't
Psalm.
understand him.
P-S-A-L-M.
Oh.
That's the worst name I've
Psalm.
ever heard.
Ah.
The Psalm.
Ah.
Slum.
The Psalms is like a chapter in the New Testament.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
It's like Revelations
Yeah.
or like David
I know all
or
that, yeah,
Luke
yeah.
or all that shit. It's Bible shit.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, he's
Psalm.
he's very
Fucking
religious.
biblical.
But I think when people are
Psalm.
brought up on something and when they feel like something has when their belief has gotten through something else,
Mm-hmm.
when it's got them through something,
Well, yeah.
then they're stuck on it. That's
Dude,
it.
my man releases Jesus Walks and it becomes like the #1 banger of the
He
year.
did well. He
And
did well
then-
because he's found that
That's-
balance
yeah.
between not fucking shoving it down people's throats
Yeah.
and
Here's the thing.
Telling
I think.
Also
I think.
having a platform to express how he feels about.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
that's,
he's
that's
got the
all
best
art.
platform.
And
That's
he, yeah,
Oh.
for sure. That's what music.
that's
is.
like that's all that Coachella
Yeah,
shit,
but-
all that dawn service stuff he did.
Oh yeah,
was
the
awesome.
Sunday service stuff.
That was so
yeah,
good.
man. It's so.
Have you
good.
heard that? There's some.
I don't know about
some-
Coachella. No.
Oh, he did Coachella sunrises every morning. Coachella, he did sunrises with that Sunday service.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, I feel like that would have been like the best Coachella
That
I've
would have
been
been
to.
incredible.
But
for sure.
yeah, he had full orchestras of people.
No, I
But,
don't think Jesus Walks is even like. Sorry, I don't think it's about religion. I think it's about like. It's about overcoming people's low expectations of you. Like the song itself is like, telling me that I can't rap about Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's about people telling you can't do something,
Yeah,
and then
'cause
you
it's
do
'cause
it, and
it's
it
cheesy
works.
or corny or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like you rap about anything except for Jesus. That's one of the lines in the song.
Yeah.
And I don't know the way I need. I can't remember the lyrics, but it's like, next time I'm in the club, everybody's screaming out, Jesus, what? Dude, it's just about like being a badass and people loving your music. It's not about
no matter
like
what you do.
Yeah, that's
Which
that's
is
what
why
it's
I think
about.
like
Which is why it's a
like
good
my
song.
mum said to me one day, she's like, I don't like that guy Kanye. I think he's a
Kanye?
I think he's a dickhead. I'm like, why do you think he's a dickhead? And she's like, I saw somewhere, whatever, that he was talking to Donald Trump or whatever, he was doing this dumb shit. I'm like,
He was
talking to Donald Trump. I don't know, doing some dumb
he
shit.
was talking to someone.
I don't know, he was doing some dumb shit. I can't remember. He's done a lot of dumb shit, to be honest. But
A lot of them.
then I was saying to her, I was showing her this video. I'm like, look, he gives all their shoes to people in Kenya. These poor people. He gives them. I explained to her about Yeezys and how much they're worth.
Yeah.
And how she gives crate loads, and he goes out to Africa and he gives them all these people.
He gives them Yeezys.
You've got to admit,
Yeah, did you know that?
Yeezys are a meme. They're
Yeezys are a
fucking
meme, right? But
hilarious.
he's done it well.
And he gives Yeezys
He
to
gives
people in
crates,
Kenya. That
shipping
is
containers,
amazing. That's so
just so
fucking
they have
funny.
just so they have shoes on their feet, right?
It's like it's a joke, but to
such
him it's
small
not a
thing.
joke at all.
It's such a small thing. People always think about water and food, which is main necessity. But once
Nah,
those
fuck the water, fuck the food. Give
once
them
those people have
Yeezys.
water and food,
Give them the 350 supply.
I mean, their feet are yeah, true. But their feet are probably fucked up.
No, of course.
People
but
need
like,
shoes.
At
I'm
the
just-
same time, you come like it's like when you do those care packages. You know,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
school, you know they tell you not to bring toothpaste. They tell you not to bring certain things because
Yeah.
they're not acquainted to it.
Yeah,
Their feet-
18-year-old white girls going to India to help.
I did the 40-hour
Have you
famine
seen-
challenge
There was this
to
like-
raise money
There was
for
this like
people.
there was this like fake
Yeah.
article. It was like school in Africa manages to build a building without 18-year-old white girls or some shit.
Yeah.
But anyway,
One one prayer.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. it was pretty cool. But but like, yeah, I don't know. That changed her mindset quite a bit. Because like
Oh
they
yeah,
don't they
them
don't.
kids getting them Yeezys.
Yeah.
Like, she's
Not
like,
even
"Oh,
the Yeezys.
yeah."
The fact they get shoes.
Buying shoes for people who can't afford
she
to
knows.
fucking eat every week
Yeah,
is a significant
Shoes, even
thing.
and he was just spending time with
Yes.
them. Like, I think he was buying fruit. I'm sure he was getting water and fruit from them. You can't just give people shoes. Be like, all right,
Okay,
You're
so
good now.
I
You're
gotta,
good.
I
You're
gotta, I
good,
gotta
you're fine.
explain this thing
you
to
can
you.
run.
I gotta tell you about this. So,
Tell
like, you remember when it first sort of came out that Kanye loved Donald,
Yeah.
and there's like the videos of them and like Kanye's like talking about how much he loves Donald Trump, and they met each other in the Oval Office, and Donald's like, man, that's real love right there, and they're like shaking hands and stuff, and Kanye gives him a hug.
And his phone password is 0000.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course it is. And then like 2 weeks later, Kanye posts a picture on Twitter of that chick who shaved her head, the school shootings.
Yeah, that chick.
And he
yeah,
says,
she was-
my personal hero.
Yeah.
And it's that chick
Yeah.
who is like the sworn enemy of
Donald
Republicans
Trump.
everywhere.
Yeah. That's just saying. He's his own. He says that in all of his songs. I'm my own person.
Yeah.
Fuck, like I'm gonna believe what I
And
want.
then the top comment was, soon as they like you, make them unlike you.
Yeah,
and I was
exactly,
like,
yeah.
it's fucking perfect. Kanye is insane. He's bipolar as shit.
Oh yeah.
Which is why this man is like...
He made a whole album about being bipolar.
Purely, yeah, absolutely. Ye is... Everybody hates...
That's so-
Everybody hates Ye.
Really? I fucking
Yeah,
like it.
I
I reckon
loved
it's
it.
really cool.
I
I
loved
reckon
it.
it's very poetic. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like yeah.
It's not...
It's good.
Because people listen to it and it's like half the song is him just being like... Talking about how like depressed he is.
Yeah.
Like not even rapping, it's talking.
And then one of them is like
One of them's-
apology to Kim,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah, for
Just-
every
yeah.
girl that ever, I don't know, stuck with their
stuck
man or
with a guy
something like
with-
something like
something
that.
stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this is for you. I don't know. That's like it's cheesy, but it's also kind of like it's you know
good.
it's from the heart. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
I'm into
he
it.
doesn't give a fuck about making money. He just wanted to make an album. Like, that's it,
Absolutely.
like,
For
which is
sure.
good. I really like Kanye.
Absolutely.
He doesn't get people to write his own songs. He
Yeah,
does
that's
everything
good.
himself.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, have you heard Violent Crimes?
Yeah,
Which is one of my favorite tracks from Kanye in the last couple of years. I
Yeah.
love that song.
yeah.
And it's so personal. It's about his daughter
Yeah.
growing up. There's a rumor that is
Ghostwriter.
written by a ghostwriter. Yeah, I heard that from someone, and I'm like that. I can hardly believe that because it's
But
such a personal
I
song.
feel like there's a lot of people trying to tear him down.
Right.
Like the shit like TMZ, they're so cancerous. Like
Oh,
they,
yeah.
TMZ
for
isn't
sure.
like, real though. That's just they like scampering.
shit like
their
no, I'm
fucking
saying like
scavengers, you
yeah, I know like things like that.
No.
Journalists that are
Mhm.
just made out of like uni or college or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
trying to like fucking be something, and
Dude,
they've heard a little thing.
absolutely.
They've heard maybe someone helped him make him write it. Like,
Yep.
fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna make an article about how.
Yeah. Straight
know?
up, I think like 50% of journalists are hacks, and they're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to fucking get famous and shit.
Definitely.
There is no pure, real, true journalism. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know,
And that's
ABC
what-
News,
Wait, no,
that kind of
but,
thing.
like,
Like
what
that
happened?
that
There's
kind
some-
of thing
there's
doesn't
some-
exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. But like that's what I love. I love his attitude towards him. Good morning, Kanye. Fuck you.
Yes! I'm seeing that. Hey Kanye, fuck you. I
Yeah.
love that.
That's like
So
that's the
funny.
way you gotta treat them, honestly. Because
Yeah.
why else would you be outside of someone's house
Outside of someone's house at fucking
at 4 in the
4 a.m.
morning, filming
and
them?
yeah,
Getting,
and
you,
you're
just
like,
want, you just want to get something good.
you're trying to capture that shit, and
Like,
he's like, "Fuck you,"
Yeah.
because fuck
you.
SNL
Leave
and
me-
the whole
leave me the
cast.
fuck alone.
Tell them they can kiss my whole ass. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that line. It's like, yeah, absolutely.
I remember
Fuck
that.
those guys.
I remember I saw what's his name? The guy that used to date Ariana Grande.
Oh, what?
He's
Justin
pretty
Justin
funny.
Bieber?
No, he's pretty funny. He's a
Taylor
comedian.
Swift? No.
He's a comedian. Oh, fuck! He's got tattoos everywhere.
Jamie, who used to vote? Who used to date
Search
Ariana
Jamie.
Grande? Jamie, pull that up.
Search Ariana Grande used to date comedian. What's his name?
Ariana. Did you know she had lupus or something?
David.
What's
Search David.
Dating. Let's just write dating.
Dating history. Not Big Sean.
Who has Ariana? Ricky Alvarez
Nah.
relationship.
Mac
Miller.
Miller. Not Mac. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they dated.
What was she like? Fucking
Pete Davidson. That's it. All right, Pete Davidson. All right, Pete Davidson was on that SNL night that Kanye like went on a rant.
Oh, what the slavery was a choice?
Yeah.
shit.
That's Pete
This
Davidson.
he looks like a douchebag.
He's really funny though.
Oh, really?
He's a cool guy. He's really funny.
Okay.
He's a very funny guy.
Yep.
I feel like
Who is
Ariana
he?
Grande.
What is he just like a personality? He's like media personality. Does he rap or something? Or
No, he's a comedian.
he's a comedian.
Yeah,
Okay,
but he's
right.
just that kind of like he's into hip hop and all that shit.
Yeah.
He
looks like such a.
he's a weird guy.
Looks like
He's
such a
you know,
weird guy.
His dad died in 9/11 in the building,
Shit.
and he used to go on a lot of roasts. That's how he started his comedy.
What,
comedy.
roasting, right.
Roasting.
Yep.
And everyone used to say like, oh yeah, like I remember one of the jokes was, yeah, you're gonna get roasted harder than fucking David's dad did in 9/11,
Jesus.
like all that kind of shit. And he's just sitting there like,
Fuck me.
like cooked,
Fuck.
like high as fuck, like
Yeah.
not caring. But he's a pretty crazy guy. But he's a very funny guy.
Yeah.
He always this joke like
He was on
he always-
SNL. I see.
Yeah, and he always has this joke like, yeah, guess what race I am.
Yeah.
I'm almost guess.
Look at that guy.
You can't guess.
Fucking
You have
who
no
knows?
idea.
Looks like
Right?
Italian black German.
You don't
or
even
some
know.
shit.
Like,
Yeah. Who knows?
He's like almost.
That's
He's like, I'm
hilarious.
almost racial in the face and shit.
That's
But,
really
yeah, no,
funny.
yeah, he used to date her.
Yeah.
And those used to date her. I don't know. Those guys have. Celebrities have this weird.
The fucking incestuous Hollywood relationship they have.
Weird. They
Like,
don't
you know,
care.
yeah.
No
like
jealousy.
Tom Cruise. Like, you know anything about Tom Cruise?
No,
Like the
I don't.
Scientology.
I know that
you know
he's
he's
Scientologist.
yeah. So like okay. Here's some background. The number 33, apparently, I'm no expert, but
Movie.
apparently the number 33, no, that's the number 23, the movie with Jim Carrey. I'm saying literally the number
Continue, yeah.
33 is unlucky to Scientologists.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise has had 3 wives, and he has divorced every single one when they turn 33.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird as fuck.
That's fucking
definitely 'cause
weird
of
as shit,
Scientologists.
right? Right? That's fucking insane.
That's not a coincidence, surely not.
But you look at him in like interviews and stuff, and people talk so highly of this guy.
Because he's manipulative. That's all it is, being manipulative. I think myself.
You reckon?
Myself, I'm a very manipulative person. I can manipulate anyone.
You heard it here first,
I'm
folks.
telling you right now, I can manipulate anyone into what I want.
Really?
Yeah,
You
it's a
reckon?
bit weird, and I think very few people will admit that.
I reckon you're right about that. Not many people would say I am a manipulative
Because
person.
I can, like, I wouldn't manipulate you, but that could be something manipulative. I'm saying.
You,
right?
Are you saying
But
like you?
I don't only manipulate people that I want something out of, that I want to like get in there, right? That I
right,
want.
right.
Like, if I respect you, I won't manipulate you.
You know, it's not a good thing.
I know
That's a pretty shitty thing to do,
it's
man.
a very bad thing.
Yeah.
It's an awful thing to do.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It's just something I can't really, like, it's just something like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, like, if
fucked
you're
up.
if you're someone I respect, like, I respect you, I respect my friends, whatever.
Right.
My mum, my stepdad, I won't manipulate you.
Maybe you're trying to manipulate me right
Maybe.
now.
That's the thing. Like, once I tell people that, my girlfriend thinks I'm a very bad liar.
Let me redefine exactly what you just said back to you and tell you what you are thinking.
Tell me.
Here's what I reckon you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And this is the most pretentious thing I've ever said, by telling someone what they're thinking.
Tell me.
All right. I reckon you are just intelligent, socially adept, and comfortable in situations where you're talking to someone and you know what they're thinking and what you're thinking, and you can pick up the social cues better than maybe most people.
Yeah.
And so if there's something you want from someone, you know the things to say to get them to make you do what you want.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Definitely, yeah. I think
100%.
that's being very manipulative.
And I don't know if that's necessarily manipulative.
I think it is.
Are you selfish? In that
I think I can be. I can be very selfish. I can choose. I can
Yeah.
switch it on and off when I want to be and when
Okay.
I don't want to be.
Okay.
But, like, I can, like for instance, I've never been broken up with. Never.
You're the dumper, not the dumpy.
But I should have been dumped many times. But I'm just not.
Shit.
Because I know what to say, I know
Yeah.
how to say it, and I know when to say it, and I'm good at timing, and I'm good at all that shit, which is very manipulative.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel guilty at all?
I do feel guilty, but... like,
Tammy's left, so I'm
can't-
going to change the polar patterns one more Push the glasses up on my nose and change the polar patterns one more time.
I don't know, I feel guilty.
Sorry about that, audio listeners.
I feel guilty. This might be a fucked up thing to say, right? I don't care right now, because it's Phoenix Rain podcast.
Hit me up.
But, like, I feel like me being a cunt to them has just, like we were talking about before, built character, like, in a way.
It's who you are.
It's made them, like, stronger and make them...
Sure.
No other guys they won't let any other guy fuck with them like I did before.
Really? Do you think?
I
Do
mean?
you admit right now that you've kind of like fucked people up a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. I reckon I've admitted that to other people as well. But, like, I know I probably have. I think a lot of people have fucked other people up.
Of course.
I think everyone's selfish.
Dude, every relationship
Everyone-
from like 16 years old and upwards, it's a little
learning.
fucked up until
It's
you hit
learning,
like
yeah.
28. And
Oh,
then you're
yeah.
like, now I can have like a serious like relationship. You
Yeah.
get married. If you're getting married before like, I don't know, 27,
I think if you're getting married before 30, you're fucking...
that shit's gonna be fucked up.
You know,
Yeah.
Unless you're like...
Unless
those
you're...
weird Christian families that, like, won't break up even if you hate each other.
Yeah, which
That's
is...
like my grandparents.
And that's the most fucked up.
like,
fucking...
that's the most fucked up thing.
Yeah,
ever. Like,
yeah.
they won't break up,
Nah,
but they
that's
hate
messed
each
up.
other.
That shit is messed up. Nah. Let me tell you this. In as strange as it sounds, I kind of agree with you. And
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. In every relationship you've been in, you've been the dumper.
Yeah.
So you see somebody is not good with you, and maybe you're not good for them, and so you end up breaking up with them. Right? Or maybe like you're even like as fucked up as this may sound,
I get sick of the lifestyle.
you start to get bored.
Yeah, that's it.
And
that's
you're
what
like,
it
I
is.
want out. And I'm looking at other girls and I'm thinking, why am I here? What am I
Yeah,
doing?
that's it.
So you dump.
Yeah.
Okay. It is fucked up.
It's so fucked up, right?
It's super fucked up. And it's selfish. And it's the kind of thing that every fucking teenage guy wants to do.
Yeah.
And only a couple guys figure out how to do it consistently.
Yeah,
And it's the worst thing in the world.
it's awful.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Because there's a lot
Nah,
of
at
worse
the
things.
time, it's fucking nothing.
And I think-
Honestly, actually, fuck that. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's
and I-
fucking nothing.
And I think, like, at the time,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like the worst thing in the world. It feels like no one, like being empathetic to these girls. It feels like no one would love you. You would feel like you are not good enough, right? Which would be awful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's character building.
Character building.
And I'm not saying what I do is good. What I have done, I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah, you
What I
will.
have done-
Yeah, you will, you piece
What
of
I
shit. By character building, you mean it
Like,
helps
I
you
feel
be a
like-
stronger person. It develops you.
I feel like
Makes you be
because
emotionally intelligent.
I haven't been dumped, but I've been made to feel like a piece of shit.
Right.
Alright, which
Have you
everyone
never
has.
been dumped before?
No, no.
Fuck.
I've never been rejected.
I've been
I've
dumped
never been
before.
dumped.
It's shit. Let me
I
tell
know.
you.
I can imagine
Dude.
this shit. I've been rejected by friends. I've been dumped by friends.
That's worse.
Which I think is
Straight up,
worse.
that's way worse. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how do you mean? Like you dumped by friends? Really?
I know there was my best friend from year 7 till 9 was in this group, which I was forever trying to be in. I was my one thing.
What kind of group? Give me some background. Like, were they
just
smart people?
No,
or were
they
they
were just like dickheads. But like in that time, I just wanted that friendship, and I
Yeah.
just wanted to be in that group where they all loved each other and they all took photos and they all drank and got high on the weekends. I don't know, just something about that. I just didn't want to be at home on the weekend anymore. I wanted to be going out. And they'd tell me to fuck off. All this awful shit. Like
Shit.
go away. And my
What,
mate,
to your
my
face?
mate would just be like behind him, back to whatever he was doing. But then like whenever he wasn't with them, he'd be really good with me.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think
fucked up.
it was a bit that kind of like that. That was
That's
like being dumped.
That's two faced to the the
Yeah.
nth degree. That's pretty shit.
And it took him it took
he
me to stop being
apologise?
friends with him, for him to try and fuck my ex-girlfriend like a week after I broke up with her.
What?
It
When
took,
was
it
this?
took that.
When was this?
This
How
was
old
year
were you?
12. This 17.
12, yeah.
So it took.
You broke
took
up with
that.
her, and a week later, this guy's like all over her.
Yeah. And like I was like, yeah, no, you're a fucking cunt. And I've sent him all these messages, and to this day he still hasn't read them.
What? Oh, he's read them, I
Oh,
guarantee.
he's read them, but
he
hasn't-
won't
He
reply.
hasn't read them.
That's a spineless piece of shit.
yeah.
Straight up, I can say that. This
Yeah.
motherfucker.
He's got he's a fucking idiot. He's got a beer belly and finger tattoos now, so he can fuck off.
What does he do now? What's his job?
I think he's a cabinet maker. He's a tradie as well, but he's got a beer belly. If you got a beer belly, you're a dickhead.
You know what? You know what one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life is?
Tell me.
This is unrelated to what we were just talking about. We were getting into some real shit just then. It only took us fucking 2 hours, but nah, there's been real shit the whole time. But one of the dumbest things somebody has ever said to me was, tradies, the miners. You know why they have those fat bellies? It's not the beer. It's not the pies. It's orange juice. They drink too much orange juice.
Who the fuck told you that?
It was repeated to me from a good friend. He said his dad told him that, and I was like, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. He knew it was dumb.
Orange juice. I feel like he probably just told you that.
Vitamin C.
Does vitamin C make you bloated and fat?
I don't know. I like
think it
orange
does.
juice. I like pulp-free orange juice.
I'm pulp free as well.
No.
Dude, you're the first person
I
I've
don't
ever
like it
met who's
chunky.
like no pulp.
I
Why
don't
do you
like
want
it
to
chunky.
if you want to
Why do you
fucking
want
pulp,
chunky?
you just eat an orange, bitch. Dude,
But you know what?
orange juice is a
eating it,
drink.
I'm also drinking it. It's a bit of both.
Yeah,
It's
do you
like
want to
two
swallow
birds,
solids?
one stone.
It's a girl thing. Girls are used to swallowing solids.
I don't know.
Being ridiculous.
My
my God.
before my girlfriend now, I never had smoothies. I didn't go to Boost once.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
But
dude,
now,
straight up
now
Boost is
I
amazing.
smash like.
What's your?
A
Let me
berry
guess your.
crush.
Let me guess your Boost. Oh, you just told me.
No.
I was gonna say Gym
I don't even know if
Junkie.
it's. I don't know if it. I don't like the creamy ones. If they got.
Oh, okay.
If they got milk or anything in it, I don't touch them.
Are you
For
anti-lactose?
sure. And like even like trying to like alternate the milk from like to like soy base or
That's an awful
Nah,
almond,
idea.
it's
fuck
still
that.
fucking gross.
I like sorbets and ice.
Sorbet
That's it.
is good.
And fruits. Fruit sorbets, juice and ice.
Yeah.
Those ones are the best. And with the energy booster, fuck me. That'll get me going. Alright.
All right. Have you ever tried the Gym Junkie?
My uncle tried. I had a sip. I don't like cream.
Never tried.
I don't like creamy smoothies.
No, it's just
Chai
like
latte.
like no, not chai.
Gym
Yeah.
the chia.
Chia.
No, there's no chia. I fucking hate chia.
Chia leaf.
Chia seeds that find their way
I
into
had
everything.
yoga with chia seeds today, and
That's
it was.
disgusting.
It just tastes like I was eating bad Milo.
Yeah, that's
But,
just messed up. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I like those like fresh, not fresh juices, like icy, chunky, like
Yes.
Cold
I saw
Like a
crush.
smoothie,
cold
like a real
crush,
smoothie.
like.
Let me describe something.
That's some good shit.
This is what I make it work. It's
But
gonna.
I don't like strawberries. I won't eat strawberries.
Don't like strawberries.
I don't like strawberries. I'm one of those weird people. I don't like the seeds in them when you chewing
But
them.
they're so minute. They're like so little.
They are tiny.
I know.
Don't even
I
notice
can
them.
feel them.
I can feel the
And
man.
I can feel, you know the seeds, right? Think about it. It's pretty logical.
Yeah.
When you're chewing a strawberry, the first thing will go to the berry, and the last thing will stay with the seeds. And I can feel those seeds in my mouth every time I
Weird.
eat a strawberry.
That's really
So
strange.
Are you a seed-free grape man? Like,
I don't know. I just
Who
get
likes
grapes.
eating-
I eat grapes in like one bite. I might
Nobody
not even
likes
bite them.
eating grapes that have seeds in them.
So why do they keep like bringing them out? If,
Because
like,
old
surely
people like to
there's
spit
gonna
them
be
out on the
somebody
street.
there.
And
That's
feed the
fucking
pigeons.
awful.
Like straight up, old people like doing weird shit. They're like, if you got rid of the seeds in the grapes, they'd complain. And I think supermarkets are like, fuck it, just give them seeds and grapes in it.
It's true.
Like, fuck's sake, I don't want to deal with these old people. I can't understand what they're saying. Let's just fucking give them seeds and
Man,
grapes.
boomers. Something about boomers. Back to
Oh,
like that
old
that
people
statistic. 40% of the humans that live, in the 50s, 40% of humanity was teenagers.
Old people
and now
annoy
they're all grown
the
up and they run this earth.
Fuck out of me. Like my grandparents are alright, but they annoy the fuck out of me. And like just old people in general.
Do you bring up like political matters with your family, like when everyone's around the table, just for kids?
My
Straight up,
my family's
I
very-
hope you can hear this, audio listeners, when Tammy speaks. 'Cause
Why
it's
are we
not
looking
funny.
at fucking this dead guy and his girlfriend?
Mac? How dare you speak? How dare you say such things about Mac Miller?
I don't like his music. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I think it's very corny.
I've got a song to show you after this
What
podcast
is it?
that will change.
Wings?
It's called "In the Morning."
I don't know. I doubt it.
Damn right, you've never heard of it.
His
you
eyebrows
piece of
annoy
shit.
me. His eyebrows annoy me.
Let me do my Mac Miller.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mac
Miller, and I put the
He's a bit of a
eyebrows
bitch.
up, and I look like I'm falling asleep all the time.
He's a bit of a bitch. Anyway,
Oh.
but what
Yeah.
was I saying? I don't like old people.
Yeah, no one likes old people.
Anyway, but like
Old people don't like old
But
people.
that's like a
I like the
chance
old man-
to talk to them about what
I like-
progression you have to make. Like you have
Yeah,
to
but
have
you
that.
can't change
Imagine
someone's mind
how-
No,
when
but
they're old.
don't, because you're gonna fucking die soon anyways.
Exactly. No, but that does. But like,
No, you know what you know.
I like
but,
the old man
you
from
need
Up.
to get a different point of
Carl
view.
Fredrickson.
I like the old man from Up.
Yep.
I liked my great grandmother.
Yep.
I like my nonna.
Did you have 3 nonnas?
I had. They're dead now.
Oh, R.I.P.
I didn't like the other two.
Oh,
They were so evil. Oh my god.
shit.
One of them had.
Were they like wooden
One of
spoon
them, I
grandmas?
swear to God, her eyes would go black.
Oh,
What?
my nan had like this fucking crooked finger, and when she pointed at it, you knew that you were fucking.
Like that.
I'm not even
Like
joking.
that.
Or
That's
are you my
fucked.
grandma?
Ah.
Right?
I
Anyway,
hate
so
that.
fucked.
my nonna's eyes, when she got angry, I swear to God, you know how you humans are meant to have white bits in their eye?
Yes.
They
yes.
would go black. Like a demon.
It's not good.
Hate that.
And she was terrifying. Nonna Connie.
She pointed at
But
you.
she was like this big. I don't know how it worked.
I'm trying to find a movie.
Like that! She'd
Like that
she'd
shit.
look like that. Like that.
That
right?
is
Her eyes
a
would go
fucked
black,
up human being.
and she would stare at you.
For reference, we're looking
Like
at.
one time,
I just googled YouTube videos
I
of
was
black eyes.
one time me and my dad were in a
My
park.
dad and I.
My dad and I.
No, me and my dad.
No, my dad's a
Well,
dickhead.
except in this case, it was my dad and I. Me and my dad are still acceptable though. But I was like, yeah,
My
with
dad
me,
and I-
with me and my.
My dad and I and his girlfriend at the time were walking in Queen's Park,
Right.
and then we saw her there. And my dad's like, "Oh fuck!" I was like 6. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was like eating ice cream or
Are
some
your
shit.
grandma?
We saw her there,
She's just chilling.
and he was like, he can't know that I have a girlfriend because that's not on.
Then it was your girlfriend.
No, it was my dad's girlfriend. Right?
Oh.
And I was 6 years old, and I saw her, and she looked at her, and she looked at my dad, and she goes, "Gekist," which just means like, "Who the fuck is this?" Pretty much.
Really?
Who's this?
Wow.
Gekist. And he looked at him and he's like, "Oh, this is Sue." And she, like, the look she gave her was like, "I want you to die and like die painfully."
Wow.
Which is a weird thing, but
That's crazy.
this is why she was like,
No, it's kind of insane, man. Man, old people are crazy. Just the fact that, like,
just
I don't know.
old people. I don't know. They're just fucking and they're crusty and they're like they leak.
But they've been
They leak. They leak.
Through
They're
so
living
much shit,
too
like, you
long.
can't-
If you're crusty and you leak, you're too old than you should be. True. True.
Well, I ain't saying jack shit, but
I think if you're
You say-
crusty
Yeah.
and you're leaking, think about like old dogs. They don't get crusty and they don't leak. They just get old and they kind of die by next to a tree.
horses, if you're broken, man, they'll fucking fix you right up. Like,
What?
Yeah, exactly.
you're
See,
dead, you know.
fucking
you're
if you
broken.
can't keep up with the herd, you're gone. That's it. See, old people should not. We shouldn't have to deal with old people and how annoying they are. It's old people's fault that Scott Morrison is in.
Well,
Scott
you
Morrison
leave
is old
them
people.
alone, eh?
Scott Morrison needs to brush his teeth. All right.
What? Where did that come from? What are you
Look
talking
at his
about?
teeth. Next time you see a photo of him,
Jamie, pull up a picture of Scott Morrison's teeth.
Brushiest. Did you
Scott.
say brushiest?
Scott Morrison.
Scott
Prime Minister of
Morrison's
Australia.
Scott Morrison teeth. Hashtag Engadine McDonald's.
I think there's something about him.
They're just crooked.
Oh, what is that? That's a
That's
fly.
a photoshopped bug in his mouth.
Is
It's
it-
not real. Okay, they look a little bit yellow. Look, I read this
Maybe
thing
Chris
that said
couldn't
literally.
afford dentists, man.
I think he can afford a
If
dentist.
anyone
He
can
just gave
afford
himself
dental,
10 grand
it
a
is
month.
Scott Morrison.
But like, what's the point in doing that if he's gonna pass away in like the next 10 years?
Exactly. So he shouldn't even be
How
alive
old
now.
Is,
I
how
think
old is this
Actually,
fucking
the-
crusty cunt?
he should be. He should.
Really?
Scott Morrison's age should be in nature's.
Nations.
The man's only fucking 50.
Okay, so he should be
Whoa.
technically he should be at the end of his life. Think about it. Chimps don't live past 40
Yeah, but like our lives have been like progressing.
because we've created medicines and shit.
Chimps-
though, we're
chimps
human
don't
beings.
live
Great
past-
apes.
Fuck
We're
me.
growing, man.
You feel like you, can
I'm
you do a
very
good,
I'm very good at making.
give me your chimp
I
impression.
can't know because you get scared.
I'll do my chimp impression if you
Go.
do
You.
yours.
I want to see you do us.
Alright, I'm gonna give it 100% though.
Okay.
Don't
Go.
fucking think I'm weird if I do my chimp impression.
But like I can
And
like
I go hard.
I scare my sister and I freak out at my dog and stuff. I go like.
Alright, you know the scream that they did.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
Fucking Simpsons.
I feel like Andy Serkis has the best job in the world, right? Being
Oh
a
my
chimp.
god, yes! And he-
Right?
oh my god! If
So,
you
yeah.
know me and you are listening to this podcast, come to my housewarming party and you'll get to see
Can
our
we just have a
chimp
chimp? Can
impression.
we have a chimp night at your
We'll
house?
have a
please?
fucking
Right?
the housewarming party is the chimp night.
Entering in.
I thought it was like Frankie Ocean.
Give me your, show me your
that
posture.
Yeah. What do you mean is that mean?
What?
Frankie Ocean. Is this the guy that, like?
This is the
pops
Frank
in?
Ocean expert.
Oh, I've heard about you.
I mentioned. I was like, we're at the yeah, because you like posted on the event. You're like Frank Ocean appreciation.
Yeah.
Night. Yeah, 12 to 1.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, no, I want you right now. Get up, give me your chimp posture, and show Tammy as well. I will just. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he's poking the butt out. He's showing me. Yeah, he's really poking the chest out and the butt. He's walking. His arms are very. Oh, he beat the chest. You can hear that. You can feel it. He's very good at jumping. Oh my god, it's very intimidating. Tammy's doing it. You can hear that. It's very disturbing.
Okay, so I think.
Dude, I give that a solid
7.
8. I was gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
I
I'm
don't.
giving him a 7.
Why? What was wrong with it?
It was a.
You
So
gotta give
self-conscious.
Me, you gotta give me the.
What was wrong with you?
I didn't have time for.
Let me give you mine. Let me give you
Yeah,
mine.
lack of confidence.
Unprepared.
I swear. Pop it down. Sit down.
That's mine. It's a little toned down.
Yeah.
Yours is like ADHD ape.
Yeah,
Ape
mine's
DHD.
like anxious, like fucking ready to kill
Yours is
someone.
jumping up and
Have
down.
you ever been to like the zoo and you like, not that I have personally, but like you chuck a bottle over and then like open it?
What?
What?
You
Yeah,
don't shit,
maybe I
man.
should like read.
That's cool.
Tammy goes to the zoo and throws bottles at the
I want to
animals.
throw bottles at that. I'll see what I do with it.
Fucked up.
So
Oh!
one time, I
Wait, one second.
I'm looking at the audio levels fucking peaking as shit right now.
Look at that
I went
chimps.
to the zoo
Too
once,
much rum.
and there was like a chimp just like undoing a bottle of Coke, but like it wasn't full, but it just had like Coke remnants in the bottom.
Imagine
I
the
was
chimp.
digging in, but he got a stick and he was digging in the bottle,
Okay.
just like trying to. But
That-
that's what you
this
sound
is
like.
helping
You
me
sound like that. You're like curious.
get
You're
into-
curious.
What I want to talk about, which is that apes, monkeys, chimps themselves
Mm-hmm.
have entered the Stone Age. How fucking insane is that?
No, hang on.
No.
You have no evidence. It's not insane. What
It
the
is a
fuck are you
fact.
talking about?
It is a
No,
fact.
it's not a fucking fact. What are you talking
Look it
about?
up, Jamie.
Jamie, pull it up.
Chimps have entered the Stone Age.
Fucking dinosaurs.
They're using
with
tools.
feathers.
They're
Like,
using
what?
tools. They are using
Oh
tools.
wait, oh.
Alright.
Oh.
Like we used to when we were in the Stone Age.
Okay, it now seems that this West African chimpanzee is completely distinct from the... Wait. Okay, chimps have entered their own Stone Age.
Exactly.
Capuchin monkeys of Brazil,
How
that is
insane is that?
Sapagus lipidinosus in Brazil, use stone tools.
How fucking insane is that, right? We're gone, mate.
Look,
No,
is
we're
it
not
the
gone,
same?
we're still in the fucking
What do you mean?
Stone
Is
Age.
there?
What do you mean?
Okay, listen to me. In the 80s, chimps were fucking around, bashing each other, whatever, throwing
They
shit
still
at each
do
other.
We're still
Now,
doing that.
then, a chimp was like, "Ooh,
Fuck this shit.
have you seen, what's that movie? Space Odyssey.
King Kong.
Did you
Space
say
Odyssey.
movie?
Oh, 2001.
2001
Yeah,
Space
yeah,
Odyssey.
yeah. Oh, with the bone.
A chimp has picked up a bone.
Yes.
All right, and a chimp. I remember seeing a Planet Earth something. I can't remember what it was, but a chimp was using a stick to get the honey out of,
Okay.
A
I was going to
beehive.
mention that.
Yeah.
Because I remember that shit as
and he
well.
was eating it.
He uses the stick to reach in the beehive to eat the honey.
Okay,
off the
and
stick.
that
It's the
is
same thing as a Coke bottle. except
yeah.
it's Coke
Okay,
bottle and
exactly.
beehive.
Okay.
I just.
So that in itself is proof that chimps have entered the Stone Age. They are using tools. The Stone Age is defined by us using tools, whether it be sticks or stones.
Okay.
They use stones. They throw stones at each other.
He's like pointing at his fingers, like
Listen to me.
slapping the desk, and he's like, "Fucking move."
Have you seen? Did you watch Dynasties?
What's Dynasties?
Dynasties is amazing. You
Okay.
should really watch that.
Alright.
It follows.
There's TV show.
There's a different ones, but the first episode is very good.
Mhm.
Follows. There's new chimps that they found in the Congo, which are 6 foot tall chimps.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yeah,
What? Can you-
6 foot tall.
they're man-sized. Jamie, pull it up.
Anyway, and they set up all these cameras and they follow these chimps for years.
Yep.
Right. And Dynasties episode 1 is about the chimps, and it follows this one chimp, and they're fucking terrifying, right? And they full on.
that.
They full on throw rocks at each other. They use sticks and they hit each other with the sticks. They use weapons.
They're savage. They fucking kill each other. They beat each other to death. That is
Oh yeah,
insane.
they bite thumbs off.
But that, like.
It's free to watch.
Look at that shit.
They're humans,
Apes
man.
that
They're
eat human.
They're
Roman
evolving.
Island.
They're fucking evolving.
This little news article says
You can
apes
see.
that
You
eat
can
humans.
see. You can see people that look like that.
'Cause
I'm
they're-
not gonna lie. Like seriously, like come on. We all think
Yeah.
it.
Go to Bernie and just fucking look around. You see one of these.
Yeah, I know.
These guys, these
people
hair
look
looks
like that. Look
You
at
got
those.
fucking biceps
Listen to
on
me.
this thing.
Listen to me, right? Listen to me. I just came back from Thailand, right? If you go to Thailand and you see like there's like these guys smoking cigarettes, drinking beers outside of this like dive bar, whatever,
Yep.
wearing almost nothing, bald, they look like that.
Yeah.
Swear to
What?
God.
Oh wait.
Chimps are ripped.
Did you just say that men in Thailand look like
No,
chimpanzees?
I'm saying specific people, and there's people here that look like Neanderthals,
You're absolutely right.
right?
Wait,
English
don't,
people-
Don't talk ill about me, hey. Right here.
Tammy, Tammy, you look like a fucking caveman.
A lot of English people, a lot of English people look like Neanderthals, which are an offspring of human.
Have you seen Peaky Blinders?
That's because English
Yeah.
people are fucking inbred as hell.
No. But see,
No offense.
from Homo sapiens, there was from the great apes, which we came from.
Yes.
There were many offsprings, which were I think there's about 7 or 8
Yeah,
types
there
of
are.
types of human, but we were the only ones to live. But you can distinctively see in certain people, like there's people that look like that,
There are.
right?
Well.
You can distinctively see that there's people that have Homo erectus.
I just googled Homo,
Homo
erectus.
erectus. We're not Homo erectus though. We're Homo
No,
sapien.
we are not Homo erectus.
All right.
There
So
are not people
there's
that
Homo
look
erectus.
like that.
There's Homo sapien. There's Neanderthal.
Yep. This looks like all sliders to the right on Skyrim.
Like I have that. I reckon I have a bit of something else in me. Because
What?
I have a brow. Look at your brow. Your eyebrows sit flat on your head. My eyebrows hang over. Right.
You're right. You're a fucking caveman.
I'm a bit of a caveman.
No.
But like,
You're not.
see, I really.
No.
My mum told me this, and I've been thinking
My
about it.
mom's true.
There you go. See, that's you. No, not at all.
I reckon. Listen. All right. Look
Alright.
at my face. Let's look in this mirror.
I know,
Let's
I know.
look at all our
You
faces.
do have some
Definitely
fucking
look
big
like a
ears
husband.
and
Let's
caveman teeth.
Let's look in this mirror. Let's look in this mirror. Okay. Both you and Tammy.
Face
have
away from the
flat
mic, it's all
eyebrows
good.
On your head.
Thank you.
My eyebrow is hangs over and I have like a brow, like a bone brow on my head. True?
You've got different genes to us, dude.
You actually do. I know, but that can be evidence of mixed species, right?
Face the microphone. Face
So
the mic. Face the mic.
I can be. There is fucking just having that bone structure different to you
Mm-hmm.
is evidence of me having not all being Homo sapien. I could be Homo erectus a little, some crazy way back.
Are you sure they were allowed to mate with each other?
They could mate with
The
each other.
world,
No, but, like, how did
the
you know
world's
that?
It's like
first
we were like
Homo
against it.
erectus
No, this is
has
before
been
law. It's like
discovered.
dog
He
species.
lives in Melbourne. His name is Dante
Wait, dog
Corsello.
terrier.
You heard it here
Neanderthals.
first.
There was
Dog terrier.
a wrestler.
The Rock. How
Not
dare you be so
Andre the
racist?
Giant. He was a boxer.
The giant.
I can't remember.
he was just
Andre the
big-
Giant.
But he looked like a Neanderthal. Really
That's very
Neanderthal. He
racist.
looked no. Search Neanderthal.
Isn't it fucked up how like if you say anything like that, people will be
Racist.
I'm hurt.
What should I Google?
Neanderthal. Search Neanderthal.
Neanderthal. Okay. Apparently it's Neanderthal.
Okay, so there was a man who was a boxer. I can't remember his name, but
Google it.
his
Google it.
his
Man who looks
his
like.
stature was like this. He'd walk around like this, right? His shoulders would hang in front of his head like that. His head would hang back, and he'd throw his swings like that, right?
What?
And he had hair all over his shoulders, his back, and he had a flat face, like a bony face, like a Neanderthal.
That's photoshopped. Those ones.
That would be if the Neanderthal was the great race, right? But there was another type of species of human that was like this tall. They were little people, and they only died out like 10,000 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, Tory
Dude, Homo
existed.
erectus, they're tiny.
Tory existed, man.
Oh my god. He doesn't know who Tori is, so
But,
it's not funny.
I don't know. There's a lot of crazy shit. You know, we came from a mole. We came from a mole rat.
You mean this guy?
I think so.
Because this guy goes by he looks
Yeah,
like a
I
fucking
think that's him.
Neanderthal.
He actually does.
But see what I mean?
He's shaving his face
You
with
see
a
what I
fucking
mean?
axe
That's
right now.
That's Neanderthal. Yeah, true.
Literally, okay, Google
does not look
Neanderthal boxer, and there's this dude who looks like a
He doesn't
fucking
look human.
Sims creation. Like, his head is
Look,
shaped.
click that. That's to a human. Look how much bigger his head is.
I know.
All right, because Neanderthals,
Look at
Their
his brow.
bones-
Look at his fucking eyebrows.
their bones were far denser than ours. They were shorter and they were stouter.
He looks like
They
a
were
Neanderthal.
far
That's not him.
denser than us.
He does look like
Way
a
more
Neanderthal.
denser.
Look at that fucking brow line,
Exactly.
and his head's so
See,
flat.
I've got a little bit of that. See that in my brow? I got a little bit of that.
Don't even.
No,
compare
I don't think you
yourself to
do.
this guy.
I don't
I'm
think
not.
you do at all.
No, I'm saying, look at me in
He
Phoenix.
is like 2 times as big as that dude.
I know, but look at me and Phoenix compared, right? My brow hangs over, his doesn't. He's just flat. He's more evolved than me.
as well.
He's more evolved than me. If I was like Phoenix, I'd be like that. But my brow hangs. It hangs. My eyes are in.
Wow, you've really
It's a
evolved.
bit. No,
You're
no,
right.
I'm less evolved.
Are you getting?
That's what I'm saying.
Did you get a phone? Oh. You're getting messages.
Some guy trying to
You're
buy
blowing up.
weed.
What?
I don't know.
Are you
Oh,
a
Sedge is-
dealer? Are
Sedge
you a
is, yeah.
dealer now?
Hello?
Not to my address, you didn't.
Hello? Are you here? Alright. Can you ring her up?
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, alright, we're pausing. Hold on.
Hang on one sec. Just play it.
Alright, we're
I
back.
can't remember
We're
what
back.
we were listening to. What we were talking about.
Who gives a shit?
But I want to talk about dinosaurs. Alright, because
Dinosaurs?
we went to the museum and we saw some dinosaurs and I was very underwhelmed.
This is we meaning Dante
When
and
did we go?
Sedge.
Yesterday.
Sedge is here
When
now.
did you go? The night?
That's Dante's
No,
girlfriend.
during the day.
Oh, they had a jazz night at the museum.
They did
When?
last night.
Night
Why
at
didn't
the
we
museum.
stay?
Last
huh?
night, yeah.
What the
Yeah, that's
fuck?
exactly
Because
why
we
I
were
wanted
on
to
your
go.
You didn't tell me. Did you know that?
You saw it. It was a bit.
That sucks.
Okay.
Okay. But
Sorry.
but I was underwhelmed about Australia's collection of dinosaurs because there's some fucking cool dinosaurs. That we haven't
There are some cool dinosaurs out there. Let me tell you, I used to want to be a paleontologist.
Yeah, I got
That
a
used to
friend-
be
I got
my
a friend that
ambition.
studied paleontology, and
Really?
then he dropped out because
Oh,
it was
shit.
like you're not gonna get a job.
Yeah, not in Australia.
Yeah,
There's
no.
fucking there's 2 Australian
look for
dinosaurs,
big-
Muttaburrasaurus and
big
Leonosaur, and
wombat.
that's about it. Yeah, you're not gonna find anything.
Yeah.
There's no dinosaurs here.
You're
There's
not
like
gonna find anything with that fucking attitude, I'm telling you.
no, you're not gonna find anything. Full stop. There's nothing. There's Muttaburrasaurus and there's
There's
a
just
thing.
big versions of the animals we have
Yeah,
now.
like,
That's it.
what, like
Yes.
what's happening with dinosaurs right now? Like T-Rexes had feathers.
Yeah, that
We
was
know
a
that.
little while ago. You know what they think? You know what they think right now is T-Rex was actually a scavenger.
Yeah,
It wasn't a hunter.
because its
What?
leg was shaped.
It couldn't run. Yeah, there
Well,
you
you
go.
were the same thing.
Its
Yeah.
head was way too big to be able to run.
Jinx, you
but
owe me a
there-
Coke.
there is a chance that the gravity was different back then, so it could have run.
What?
Yeah,
Gravity?
because
I
think
know
of
that.
density, gravity density, atmosphere density was different
The
millions of years ago.
fuck? I
right?
suppose, yeah.
There's a lot more oxygen-rich air,
That's true.
so there is a chance that gravity was different, which allowed a T-Rex to be able to stand up and run fast.
That is really.
I reckon it was a scavenger.
But it could have
For
been
sure.
an ugly fucking scavenger like a vulture. But why would it be that big though?
Why would it be that fucking big? You don't grow that
I
big
guess
unless you
I-
like exercise.
There
like,
is one reason
what-
I can
Like
think,
scavenger
right?
cars.
Scavengers like vultures, they fly away every time something
Yeah.
comes around.
Yeah,
If something's that big as a T-Rex,
it scares
and
everything off.
It scares everything the fuck off, and it can just eat whatever it wants on the
But
ground.
would that evolutionarily like make a difference in the way that
Well, who
creature
knows?
evolved?
Like, obviously those little arms are remnants of wings, right? So I think evolution was trying to figure itself
remnants
out
of wings or a wings remnants of arms?
then. No, oh, surely, because they're little...
What about?
I reckon it had arms and it might have used them, and then obviously over like 60 million years, this thing didn't use its arms anymore,
Well,
and
think
that's
about how
why
long
they
it is, right?
shriveled up and like
Listen to
started
this, right?
disappear.
Our time living right now is closer to the existence of the T-Rex than the T-Rex is of the Stegosaurus.
That's crazy to think about, huh? Dinosaurs existed for fucking 300 million years.
Right? So our existence right now, what we're talking, is closer than to the roar of a T-Rex, the last T-Rex that roared, than to a T-Rex and a Stegosaurus.
How about
Which are
this?
both dinosaurs.
How about
I
this?
actually.
She's
am
fucked up. She's
uneducated.
trying to...
That's fucked. Wrap your head around that shit. You know, I read this thing that was like, something about the pyramids in Cleopatra.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
so Cleopatra was close to the creation of the iPhone, then Cleopatra was close to the creation of the pyramids,
right.
which is
That's
fucked up.
insane. That
So I
thing,
think
it
it's
just-
hard for humans to realize how old the Earth is.
You can't
because
comprehend
when,
that
when
shit.
we're taught shit, we're taught things in blocks,
Yeah.
right? So dinosaurs are dinosaurs and they're all together, and Egypt is Cleopatra and King Tut and all the.
It all
No,
comes in one
no,
clump.
I definitely learned that Cleopatra was born way
I
after
didn't learn
the
that shit.
pyramids, like,
I did
Yeah,
not
yeah.
learn that.
Yeah, I don't even. I've never learned about Egypt.
Maybe you had good. Maybe Queensland education is better than
You learn about
Yeah.
pyramids and
Victorian
shit.
/ Tasmanian
Anyway,
education.
I had to learn all this shit from YouTube, but fucking yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird how we learn stuff because we can't possibly learn everything because
Yeah.
it's so incredibly old. We can't wrap our heads around
So
it.
fuck them. That's so weird.
So incredibly old.
So humans.
And think about this is a weird thought that fucks me up as well. Is right now in this time right now is the oldest that the Earth has ever been, which is fucking old.
4.5
Right now in this
billion
time that we're
years.
talking
Yeah.
right now, it will never be older than it is, and never be older than it is.
You and your own personal life.
Never be older than it's gonna
But
be.
How about
do you
this?
believe, like, there's no return in 10 years, you know, from where this point is of recycling and being like.
Oh my god, listen to the podcast. We already went through that, Tammy. We can't go back. We can't go back. We talked about the Greens Party and the Liberal
Yeah,
Party.
just tell me yes or no. Like, do you think there's a
No, I think
Fuck
thing that we're
no.
gonna be
That's
able
my
to
I
answer.
think-
come
Fuck
back
no.
and not come back?
I think we're visitors on this planet, and we're just gonna be extinct, and the
Wise
planet will live
words.
on, and then something else will come up, rise up. I think dinosaurs probably would have rise up if it
Dinosaurs,
didn't get
they were fucking here longer than us.
Because humans,
way longer than
think
us.
about it, humans could not have survived if dinosaurs were around.
iPhones.
If there was a 6 foot raptor with claws and teeth that were as many as humans, how the fuck could we compare?
I got a
We'd
fact for
die.
you about raptors.
Tell me.
The 6-foot raptor that we know and love from Jurassic Park, in reality, the Velociraptor was about a foot tall, down here, had feathers, and it was a scavenger.
No, there were different dinosaurs.
There was a Utah raptor.
Yeah, okay, whatever, fuck. Alright, a raptor that was that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
What
what you
about the
mean.
ones from New Zealand?
Huh?
Okay, no, okay, so these ones used to literally go and hunt people from New Zealand. Not like specifically like New Zealand, but that's where they were native to. Stop. But
Did
they,
you see the look
I did.
between us? Is that dinosaur? Are you saying that dinosaurs and humans existed at the same time?
Google it. I'm literally telling you.
I don't
know
need to
what
Google
I'm telling
it.
you,
I
if
know what-
dinosaurs-
No,
that
I
existed
don't
at the
know.
same
I
time.
don't know what they're called, but I'm telling you that New Zealanders literally extincted this Go.
The
Go.
dodo? You're talking about the dodo?
Got it. 'Cause I don't
Might
know
have been
what
the
it's
dodo.
called. I don't know what it's
Because
called.
humans
All I know
hunted the dodo.
Because the dodo kind of fucked me up. Because I thought dodo, because of Ice Age, I thought dodos were just.
No, it's a big fucking bird that existed at
Yeah.
the same time as
Fucking
us.
It's kind of freaky.
And we hunted it, and like that, I don't know, like
1800s.
1800s?
Yeah.
That's when it went extinct, yeah.
It's kind of freaky. Because I thought dodo bird was like.
I'm not Googling it!
Please.
I know it's not true.
No. Please.
No!
She wants peace of mind.
I just want to.
Alright, Jamie,
Why are
look
we
it up.
looking at this Neanderthal boxer that looks a little bit like me? I don't
What
know.
the Personal attack. What the fuck am I looking at?
Imagine fighting that. How scary that would be. Oh my
One punch
fucking
and you
god.
are dead. I reckon, like, this guy, that fucking
He's
broke
not
his
the same.
neck.
He's not the same.
He's not the same. Alright, what am I looking up?
New Zealand bird. Big.
Alright. New
New Zealand bird big extinct.
New Zealand extinct bird.
Hunting humans.
We.
The dodo.
Is it
Eastern
actually
moa.
dodo?
The moa?
Did you live in New Zealand?
My mom's from New Zealand.
No.
Sage lived in New Zealand until she was 8 years old.
Moa.
Oh, whereabouts? Auckland, for sure.
Yeah, but those. Oh, that's weird. Look at that.
It's like a giant kiwi.
Looks like something from a video
I hate
game.
things with like big muscly legs and no arms.
Whoa, okay.
Alright, that's fucked up. If I saw that, I'd probably
A
cry.
bird twice the size of a human.
But like, what year? You know, like what year did it go extinct?
I don't think they were around with people. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah,
Maybe
I-
they were. Hey, wait, click this photo. This looks like
Hang on,
old.
hang on.
This looks old.
Yeah. Go to Wikipedia.
They literally drew them.
That is
They're
the,
just-
that's,
just a
it's the
big
bird
emu.
from Up.
You can clearly see.
1853.
They eat people.
The year 1853. There you
Yeah,
go.
fuck. Well, there you go.
No,
Around
because
with
what I
people.
know is that they used to like hunt the tribes, you know, and the tribes hunted them back.
Dozens of species were described in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Many were based on partial skeletons. Okay, that's just finding bones.
Scariest.
When did they go extinct?
There's something about big animals that don't exist now that fascinate me.
Oh, hell
Is it
yeah.
because we're big?
When you were a kid, you
I want
wanted
to
to
see
be...
something that couldn't just. I want a monster to be alive.
Hell yeah.
And the thing is, when you're born, you're born knowing that bears exist, that rhinos exist.
Oh,
Whereas
I actually
they would, whereas if you were thinking about them, like if you didn't know they exist, they would be monsters. A bear is a monster.
If
A
you-
rhino is a monster.
Have you ever seen a bear or a rhino?
Bears are fucked up.
Bears
Don't
are
get me started
fucking
about bears,
huge.
alright?
I thought drop bears were real until I was 18. You laugh, but I was fucking scared.
Bears are fucked
Bears
up.
are
and
way bigger than
massively
you
big.
think. They are way bigger than you think.
Right?
That
Bears
thing...
are monsters. A bear will kill you. Bears are cannibals. Bears.
Look at that fucking photo.
I
Look at
know.
that man compared to that. That's not real, right?
No, that is the bears are and polar bears are twice the size of that. If a polar bear stands up, it will go fucking.
Two things that don't get cold in the world.
That's
Sluts?
insane.
Polar bears. Which side you're on, man.
Hilarious.
The polar bears are massive. right?
Imagine... Look
And-
at that
okay,
fucking
listen.
photo.
I'm gonna teach you all something. Alright? There was a bear that got extinct called the short snout bear. Right? Look it up.
I'm looking it up. Jamie, look it up.
Short snout bear. And that was around when the Bering Strait was a thing. And that's why they reckon that all the humans weren't fucking, didn't all move over to like the America side. That we all kind of spread around. Right? Because these things, when the Bering Strait was around, they hunted people. So only the bravest. Okay, listen to this theory. This will
All right,
fuck you
first
up.
of all,
everyone, anyway.
Everyone
Okay.
listening to
Let's-
the podcast right now,
Let's watch this.
Google short snout bear.
Okay,
and
let's
you will
watch this.
see a
Alright,
picture
okay. Alright.
that is about 5 times the big, like 5 times
Okay,
the
so
size
these
of
are
a
short
human.
snout bears, right?
That's not what I don't enjoy that.
Okay, listen to me.
You imagine
Okay.
going to go get milk and seeing that fucking thing?
Okay. Alright.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry.
Bering Strait was responsible for connecting civilizations from the Africans.
Hang on, say that word again.
Connecting civilizations
Civilizations. Yep.
from the Africans to the Vikings. Right?
I know what you're talking about.
That was the Bering
okay,
Strait.
right.
It's like
Africans are strong people. Vikings
That's
are even
racist.
fucking stronger.
That's racist too.
It's not, alright? It's a fact. It's just biology, right?
Yeah.
The Vikings were massive people.
Mhm.
Only the biggest and bravest were able to cross the Bering Strait because of these short snout bears. Because these short snout bears hunted people. They got a taste for people and they liked
They
eating
hunted
people.
humans.
Right?
It's fucking insane.
That's why the Vikings were the Vikings. That's why they were so big and strong, because only the biggest and strongest were able to cross this Bering Strait and be as strong as they could
That's
be.
crazy.
Right?
Look at that.
And that was the creation of the Vikings.
Imagine coming into contact with that thing
It's a monster.
in the wild.
And that lived alongside people.
That is demonic. It's fucking insane. That thing would, like, destroy...
I don't even know how it got wiped out, to be honest. I think it was disease or something.
I reckon it would have been climate change.
Maybe.
As the world heated up, that thing couldn't survive.
Yeah,
Less
maybe.
oxygen means that thing can't grow as big, so it shrinks.
Like,
Literally, that's how it
yeah.
works. So, like, you end up with, like...
Cheeks.
Like, you
Yeah,
know,
like
dragonflies? Dragonflies used to be, like, 1 meter across.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
They were huge.
They used to be, like, as big as an eagle.
What?
Like, no, not even, like 3 meters across, dragonflies. They could pick up, like, a small human.
That's
Yeah.
so adorable.
Yeah, and as oxygen left our atmosphere, they shrunk. So they're like a little
Yeah,
couple
so we
inches
were
across.
literally just a world of monsters and giants.
It's crazy.
Which is crazy when this is what I think about when I'm walking outside. Like, what has walked on here before me.
Giant dragonfly.
Straight
Just
up,
like
right.
think about just like how.
That's just like a
huge
normal bear. Like,
Yeah, that's a normal bit.
that is crazy, dude.
But like, like these fucking massive short snout bears were scary as fuck, and they were just bred for killing people and not allowing people. It makes you realize there's an order for things,
yeah,
because when humans get a bit like cocky and like, yeah, let's cross this Bering Strait, let's move over to the colder so it's not as hot.
oh no, it
There's a
shows
bear
you.
that's gonna make sure that
We are not-
we're that's equal and it's straight up.
We are the masters of this planet as of fucking like 1950.
Yeah,
Like
and that-
before then, more like 1900, I reckon.
yeah, that's why
Before 1900, we were not the dominant species on the planet. We
No.
got killed at a moment
Yeah.
of notice. Like a tiger would tear us to shreds.
Still will.
Then we invented
It
guns.
still will, but that's
You know, that
why
kind of
like
shit.
we just outnumbered them. But,
I am
like,
not
I
saying
think
that guns
that's
got
why-
invented in 1800. I'm just saying that we had guns that could kill tigers efficiently as of 1800 onwards, something like that. Don't pay attention to what I say. I've had a couple of rums. Anyway,
That's why,
Dante,
in my
go on.
opinion,
Mhm.
humans will be wiped out very soon.
you reckon population density will overflow to a point where
I
we
don't
just...
even know, because I think nature has tried to kill us with plague. It hasn't worked
Why hasn't it worked?
because we're still here.
No, but I mean, like, why didn't it work at the time?
Because people just were immune to it. Some people are just immune to the black plague.
Right. Are they?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
That's how it didn't. Isn't that how it won? How we
Fuck,
won?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's tried. I think, and that it won't work because it's just so too many of us now to kill.
Yeah. That's
So
a
I
lot of
think
people,
I
yeah.
think the next thing will be just we're gonna have to fuck ourselves up and choke ourselves because of emissions or whatever,
Yeah.
and then
I reckon our population will swell to such a degree that we strangle each other trying to eat food
and then and
breathe
then
oxygen.
our Earth will sit there for a few thousand years, a few hundred years, 3,000 years.
Life won't go
Dead.
extinct without us.
Then eventually, some life will come back, and then our planet will continue, and then some other great species will survive.
We
And
like
they'll learn about us,
Well,
maybe.
yeah.
And then but they won't know what the dinosaurs are.
yeah. Oh, they'll know. I think
Maybe they
it's-
might not, because who knows? There could be civilizations. There's big speculation that civilizations we've got no idea what the fuck they were because there's been no fossils.
yeah.
There's been no remnants. Everything's decayed, and we just don't know who they were.
What do you think of stuff like when people find like a remnant of like an ancient civilization, but it's like a piece of technology that's like
Like the Aztecs and shit.
well, like there's this thing called, I can't remember what it's called. It's like in an ancient Greek boat that sunk. There's like this calendar with like cogs and stuff in it. It's like
Yeah.
5,000 years old or something.
Wait, it's calendar.
It's like it's not a calendar, but they think it's like, they don't know what it is, but it feels like a modern like clock because it's like cogs that like turn.
They
and,
all turn and shit.
yeah, it's beyond
think about it,
anything like we've ever seen
I think
from that time.
think about like we forget how old these people were living for, like how long these people were alive for,
Yeah.
and how little technology they were able to resource.
A little closer.
How little technology they were able to resource.
Yeah.
And so eventually, like, you use what you can use. You use
Yeah.
steel and you use stone and you make cogs and you use what you know how to make.
Yeah.
And to them, that's easy. Cogs and shit, whatever.
Mm.
But to us, we don't, we stopped using cogs how long ago?
Oh,
We
probably.
still do though.
I mean, we still use cogs, but
But
like
not
With, like
fucking,
when we're
you know what I
cogs-
mean? Like,
When were cogs like the new thing? Was like
Exactly.
fucking like who knows?
Right, so that could have gone a different way
1700s
that we just don't understand because
Yeah.
we went a different way. We did another way.
Yeah.
That's like there's a lot of weird things that ancient Greeks did. Like the ancient Greeks thought that the Cyclops came because they found the skull of a mammoth
What?
and the nasal bone. You know how there's a hole in the mammoth
Yeah.
in the skull. They thought that was an eye. And they thought the holes for the eyes were the ears, and that's where the Cyclops came from.
That I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's cool. I
So
didn't
they
know
thought-
that
they
at
thought-
all.
They thought these mammoth
Wow.
bones that they were finding were from a Cyclops.
Yeah.
That's cool to know where Cyclops came from.
Yeah.
But
I didn't
And so
know
that's
that.
where their mythology comes
Wow.
from. They think they found the bones of a Cyclops with
Wow.
big horns and one eye.
That's
It's pretty cool.
crazy.
Goliath isn't the one with like
Goliath Cyclops, yeah.
Is he a
through the
Cyclops?
stone.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Goliath.
Goliath
David
is-
Goliath is a big biblical story, but Cyclops is a very big
Yeah.
man.
But
Yeah.
I thought it was like I connected the two as the same thing.
Goliath is just a 6 foot tall human. But back in the
Wait,
biblical days,
whoa. What?
Sorry.
Goliath was just a tall man.
In the Bible, he's described as being like literally a giant.
I know,
Yeah.
but in the biblical days, people were 5'2" max,
True. True.
right? So a 6'3" man
You came
was a
along
monster.
And you threw a stone at
I would have
someone's
been
window,
Goliath
so
back
Yeah,
in the day.
you would have been Goliath if you ate a bit more
I am
Maccas.
about 6 feet tall
Right.
for reference, audio
Yeah,
listeners.
if you put a bit more meat on you, you would be you would have been
Wow.
Goliath with a club,
Subtle fucking
and then
insult.
and then
yeah.
and then David would have come along with a sling and killed you.
Yeah.
But who knows that shit ever actually? I feel like a biblical writer would have just seen a tall guy and be like, fuck.
Yeah. I feel like
More
it's
big.
like I feel it's like 20
Tall, big.
20% of the Bible is based on like I don't know, some kind of real thing that might have happened.
I reckon it's all maybe.
And then the rest of it is
Sorry.
just like stories
What
made
is
up.
your favorite biblical story?
I hate them all.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
oh,
like
you can
I
still
hate
favorite
them all.
one.
no,
with a
some of them are
passion.
cool stories though.
There was one.
I think they were shit. I think because I went to a Catholic primary school and they shoved it down my
That would
throat.
have been shit.
I hate them all.
I grew up completely atheist, and I eventually read some stories in the Bible for like acting. Actually, I was doing like different roles in like films and plays, and like you know every role you've ever read for like a film or something is somewhat biblically inspired. Like
Yeah.
every story comes from the Bible to some degree, just a little bit.
Because the
And
Bible has so many. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
it's just like it covers everything.
it does. Have you guys heard of Cloud Street, the book by? Have you heard of an author called Tim Winton?
I've heard of
I
Tim
do
Winton.
know.
Yeah.
Tim Winton is like one of the most famous Australian authors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
written like a lot of like teen
He does
books and
like
shit, doesn't he?
No, it's more like he writes stories about like a teenage character.
Yeah, what
but they're
was-
very adult stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know.
This
Um,
one is like segments of their life.
So Cloud Street is about this story that it's like a story that spans 20 years
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
30 years or something, and it's about these people who live in a house that's like haunted for 20 years without realizing that it's haunted. And it's just like everybody who dies in the house can't leave, kind of like American Horror Story,
Yeah.
actually. And it's like I don't know. There's like this stuff in there, like the main character, sort of the main character. I did the play based on Cloud Street, and the main character's name is Fish, and he's this dude. When he's like 7 years old, he drowns, and his mum like beats his chest and prays to God, and he actually comes back and he like coughs up a bunch of water, but he's got like severe brain damage. But then from his perspective, he doesn't have brain damage. It's like half of his soul is in heaven watching down,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
half of his soul is on
That's pretty
earth
cool.
inhabiting the body. So he's like got like the mind of a 7-year-old forever for like 20 years, but his higher consciousness in heaven continually talks to him and says like, "Can you see them?" Like Fish. It's like a like third person like narration in his own mind telling him what's happening,
Yeah.
and he has conversations with his own like higher consciousness. It's really weird, but like
Yeah.
his
well,
name is Mason.
Yeah.
No, his name is Samson. And in the Bible, Samson is a character who had his strength
Yeah.
taken from him.
From Delilah.
From Delilah, that's right. So my character, he has his like intelligence and his strength is stolen from him from drowning.
That's a good story, actually. I don't
Right?
know that one.
And so, yeah, and the character of Samson has his strength taken from him from a woman for some reason.
No, Delilah.
She
and
cuts his
Samson,
hair.
Samson was a strong, brave man who.
He's a great warrior. Killed thousands of people
yeah,
or some shit.
and,
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he cut his hair, he got his strength from his hair. Very long hair.
Yeah.
And he like kind of like fucking. What's that? What is it? What's the Lord of the Rings one? Not Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones. The guy that Jason Momoa is.
Oh,
That's
Khal
like-
Drogo.
Yeah.
You cut your hair, you
Kinda
defeated
like
in
that,
battle.
right?
Fuck
It's kinda
yeah.
like that.
It's
Anyway.
totally like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you cut his hair, no. So the devil
Yeah.
wanted to find out how to kill this man because he was killing all his worshippers, all his serpents,
Yeah.
everything. And he went to Delilah. He said, "Please," because the devil was a very attractive, very manipulative man.
It came in the form of like a super attractive man.
Yeah.
Like a fake angel kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
he said, "Please, Delilah, if you tell me how to kill this man, how to defeat this man, I will give you all your wishes in the world you want."
But I love
whatever."
the end of that story. Like she fucks Samson, and then while he's asleep, she cuts his hair.
She cuts his hair,
Yeah.
right?
But then-
Which then
Go ahead.
the devil wraps him in. No. There was a few. So she's like, okay. That she said to the devil, "You wrap him in bows," which is like the bows from a arrow or whatever,
Right.
bow and arrow.
Okay.
He broke through him.
Yeah.
There was all these other shit I can't remember. But anyway, she finally said, "All right, you cut his hair. You cut his hair. You put him in hell. You gouged out his eyes,
What?
and you made him roll boulders for the rest of his life." Right?
What the fuck?
Right. This is the story.
I haven't read that bit.
He's got no eyes. He's got no sight, but hair,
Yep.
hair grows back.
Oh.
So Samson's hair grew back,
Yeah.
and he destroyed the devil, and he came back and he killed Delilah.
I haven't heard that shit. Fuck,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's badass as shit.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Nah, the story I've heard is Samson's like he gets captured by all like the societies, like he's killed like hundreds of them,
Yeah.
the non-believers of God or whatever.
Yeah.
They capture him because he has no strength.
Yeah.
They chain him up on display
Yeah.
and they're like whipping him in front of like hundreds of people inside this like giant stone temple.
Yeah.
And at the end of the story, he like uses his strength, and the point of the story is that strength comes from within and from God, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's not about the hair at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the physical like show
Oh, no.
of this guy's strength. It was about
Yeah.
it comes from within,
Yeah.
and he uses his strength to like break the pillars, so the whole temple comes crushing down, destroys all of them, and he dies.
Oh yeah.
That's the stories.
I've said, I can't remember. Where
Maybe
I
he comes back. Maybe it's like
I've heard this
because the
that-
Bible goes fucking all
I don't
over
know,
the place.
It's a shit book, but
Yeah. 5 out of 10 shit book, bad ending.
bad. Reviews.
Can't believe it. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of strange stories
Yeah.
that don't make any sense. Like Daniel in the Lion's Den. You know how many people have gone to the zoo in America,
Yeah.
have gone to the zoo and jumped in a lion enclosure, thinking they're Daniel from the Lion's Den.
What?
It's Daniel in the Lion's Den.
I don't know about Daniel.
There was a king that had lions, and he condemned Daniel, guy named Daniel, to the lion's den to get eaten.
Yeah.
But then when he came back after like 50 days or something, he was patting the lions.
Really?
And the lions were friends with him. Because he prayed to God, and God talked to the lions and said, "Don't kill him," or some shit like that.
Really?
You know how many people in America have gone into lion's den thinking they're something special from God, and then gone fucking mauled to death?
That's awful
Look
and
it up.
fucking
so,
hilarious.
So
as
many
well.
people. So many people. It's
Yeah.
actually crazy. I think they've got full on cages over the lions now. Like
There,
full on
like,
enclosed
there's a
cages
whole
you can't get
religion
in.
based around that. It's like Christianity that deals with the whole snake thing. What's that called?
Oh yeah. There's so many offsprings. There's an offspring of Christianity that deals on the Second Amendment.
What's the Second Amendment?
Americans are what is it? The right to bear arms.
There's a gun. There's a gun.
They believe
religion.
that God gave them the Second Amendment. Look at the Vice does a story on it. They
God.
believe God gave them the Second Amendment to kill the bad spirits.
Wow.
The head priest of that wears a crown of AK-47s in gold. It's fucked up.
Oh my
Because
god.
there's a religion that they can't accept any modern medicine. They can only
Yeah.
pray. They can't accept any
Yeah,
medicine.
and
for
fucking
their
all their
so if
children
their
would
child
die.
is dying from cancer or something, even if it's something small like a cold or whatever,
Yeah.
they can't accept any medicine. They have to pray only.
Jesus.
So they won't last long.
Humans, man. We're too fucking dumb and / smart for our own
so
good.
dumb. So dumb. We got too smart and then we got too dumb.
Alright.
Too quickly.
Alright.
Alright.
Let me get rid
How-
of this fucking short snout.
How long is this podcast going for?
This is
Nearly 3 hours.
So here's the thing. I aimed for 1 hour. Yeah, right.
We
Alright,
searched
so Sedge, we looked you up just to so Dante
To see your
and I
face.
could have a look. I'll show you
Why?
person I'm seeing at the moment.
Phoenix.
Just to flex some, like I'll show you this.
Oh wow.
But like
Oh, is this? She was in your photos the other day.
she was. So I wanted to talk to you, Sedge. Now that you're here, I may as well ask you, what is your like ethnicity and background?
I'm Indian.
Indian. Alright. So in Indian society, did you grow up in India or did you grow up in Australia?
In New Zealand.
Oh, in New Zealand, right. Do you have Indian parents?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever, because we talked about this a little bit, probably like an hour ago now, we talked about the pressures that Indian parents tend to put on their children as far as study.
Oh, I can get fucked up.
So you can relate to that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, but my parents.
Why don't you come up here to the mic and let me change the polar
Stand up.
patterns real quick.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Stand here.
Come right
Stand
here, yeah.
Alright.
Come right up.
Alright.
But my parents are probably like so chill compared to any other kind of Indian
Yeah.
parents. Like they are extremely chill. Like
With education, they are.
I could turn the gain up a little bit.
With education, they are. Yeah.
With education.
Like her parents can't know
Have you
about
met
us
them?
until she's finished uni.
no,
I've
with
met them.
everything except boyfriends.
With everything except boyfriends.
I mean, like obviously I can't fail things.
So they're not chill about boyfriends.
No, they can't know about me until she finishes uni.
Really? How long away are you, may I ask, how long you are from finishing uni?
Oh well, I'm gonna do another degree after I finish. This
What are you
one.
studying?
Biomedicine.
Biomedicine.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be a while.
This is going to be a little while. So they don't know about you.
No.
I hope they don't listen to the podcast.
We'll see.
I've got about 12 listeners
Oh,
total,
that's cool.
don't
She's
we?
wearing a rebel thing.
Huh?
Does she like Star Wars?
Yeah, she does. I mean, she's a bit of a nerd. Yeah. So we're looking at pictures of the beautiful Afia.
What nationality is she?
She's Ghanaian.
Ghanaian.
Ghana. Yeah.
What's that?
From Ghana.
West.
Ghana's West Africa. Yeah.
Oh,
Her dad's like 100% West African.
really?
And her mum's white. She's like Nordic, like Netherlands kind of thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, she's a mix.
Yeah, she's mixed race. Yeah, she's beautiful. We had like this really weird like interaction. Fuck, it's so weird. Like, I feel like it's weird. Everybody that I've told has just been like, huh. But like maybe you'll.
Yeah,
I don't
tell
know.
me.
So we were on the train like literally last night,
Mm.
and this dude was making eye contact with us,
Yeah,
like with her, like a couple times.
yeah.
So not you, just her.
Not me,
Oh.
like just her. And I hadn't noticed. And like I had my arm around her and stuff. And we're just sitting on the train, like a medium sort of density of people, like on this train. Middle of the night. And this dude eventually just gets up, comes along and sits next to us. Like across from us in like the four-seater pit, like on the train.
Mm, yeah.
And he just says, "Congratulations." And I was like, huh? This guy goes, "Look, I'm not racist or anything." And then immediately,
As soon as someone says that.
as soon as someone says that, I was just like, "Oh yeah, I love it when people say that." Go on. And this
Say
guy's
something
just like,
racist.
"Yeah, I'm not racist or anything, but look, it's just nice to see the two of you. Like, I can see how much you like each other. And I just want to say, like, I'm a married man with 6 kids." And I was like, "Cool, thanks for telling me. I don't give a shit." And he was like, "Yeah, this world is so divided these days. It's nice to see." I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I don't know. Some people.
This is semi-nice.
Like, huh?
Just him expressing himself to you.
Some people
at the same
think-
time as wow.
Some people think that everyone needs to hear what's in their head because.
Right.
Some people just.
Some people think it's a big deal if it's like
I don't
two, like a black person and a white person are in a
Alright, well, I'm
relationship.
gonna tell you what I thought.
Racism has left the
what I heard
chat.
today, right? But I didn't go up
Fucking
to him
what?
and tell him.
Alright.
Today on the train, I saw an old, like, he looked at European. He was like Greek or Italian. I don't know what he was. He was a little Italian guy with his cane like this,
Yeah.
and he had like she looked Indian or some kind of like Southeast Asian lady next to him, and they were old and they were happy together because they were talking, they were laughing, and in my head I thought like that would be a very interesting story
I feel like it's different if they're old.
because especially when you're old, if
Yeah.
if our relationship happened when my grandparents.
Dude, fucking 50
They're
years
old.
ago,
No,
your
but
relationship
it-
would have
it
been
wouldn't-
absolutely like taboo,
Yeah.
like hardcore.
And for them to last that long and be happy and
Yeah, that's
be on a
amazing.
train together right now, like it's.
Sure.
That
What were you
would
gonna
have a very interesting story.
What were you gonna say, Tammy?
But I
So,
didn't.
like, it wouldn't have happened in the way in which it did. Like, I don't know about your relationship. I don't know about your relationship, but it still wouldn't have happened in.
No, it's so
the
easy
way,
for us.
Like, for sure, because it's definitely more accepted. But at the same time, when you still have that old mentality, of course you're gonna come up and be like, "Thank you for
Yeah.
being the progression."
Yeah, but it's just
Or, like-
fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
it's
go on and
definitely
say
weird,
anything
like,
to them.
people,
Yeah.
People are always gonna be fucking weird.
I think that's for their
how they
families.
express
I think, yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember running up to, I was like maybe 14, 15 in the like in the supermarket, I guess, like in the main shopping centre, just like running up and being like, "You guys are awesome together," to two lesbians. Like, I thought that was the fucking tits, because it's like the first time that I've ever seen two women holding hands. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking blew my mind. I don't know if it's like
You know what?
his first time seeing, you know, polar opposites but together.
You're
but they're
absolutely
not,
right.
You know, that could have been his experience.
I can
but
totally
don't
agree with
know
you.
His
'Cause
experience.
when I was a kid, I remember seeing a gay couple in Tasmania, in Hobart. And I
Did you
was,
run up and say?
No, what I thought was like, I thought to myself, I was like, what if I went up and I was like, hey, I just want to say, I really like seeing this kind of thing. And it
Same
makes me
here.
happy. And I'm like, I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to be like, I don't know, fucking Tasmanian, whatever shit. And like, I remember thinking that, I was like, this makes me really happy to see that.
Yeah.
I never went up to them.
Yeah, I think it's the better thing to not go to.
It's better to not go up
It's
to them,
not.
right?
Because when you go to, you make a big deal out of it.
It's like
And
it's a big deal.
You're trying to make it not a big deal. You make
it's
it make
not
it
a
normal.
big deal. At the end of the day, it's not even a thing.
Yeah, it's like those people I saw say on the train. I thought I would love to go and talk to them and ask them about their story, but that's for their family,
For sure.
and I'm sure
Mhm.
they've told their family and their family knows, and I think it's amazing.
For sure.
But like that's it. It's not my place.
Tammy's
to go
got
to.
so much to say right now. I can see her
Well, I was
dancing on
trying
the
to say
Come on,
spot.
sit down. Go to chair.
No. I'm good.
Just
I'm
come
like,
up so the
I'm
mic
not getting ready, I'm
can
not getting ready
come
yet,
up so
but,
the
like,
mic can hear you. But yeah.
What I was trying to say is, like, I was a babino. I was tiny. I had fucking hormones just absolutely pumping, you know. But that's not what you do as a normal functioning adult. You don't just come up and say that shit. You think it in your own head, and you influence your own people. But there's no need to go up and be like that.
Yep.
You know, because it definitely makes them uncomfortable. And while you're reflecting, maybe you'd feel uncomfortable as well, because you just approached complete strangers and told them that they're fucking...
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but
I don't know. I feel like it
as
probably
a
would.
kid, it's kind of okay.
Depends
Because
how you
you're
say it.
learning.
Yeah, I don't know.
If
Like
you could-
that guy that came up to you, that was a bit weird.
It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
And his
He's
eyes
not a
were like
babino,
red
he's
as
not
hell.
tiny.
And I was
Cool,
like,
that's
this
why.
dude was, yeah. I was like, this dude's a fucking baked potato right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
And
now
then
you're asking,
he
like,
took her hand.
nationality-
What about this? A stranger, he took her hand and he mwah,
Did that.
kissed her hand. He like
What
actually kissed her hand.
nationality?
And then I was like, shifted in myself. Alright, that's enough, buddy. And he fucking, then he got up and I was like, that made me. I wish I'd actually called
Punched
him out
him.
on it. Not punched him. I wish I'd say like, don't do that kind of thing. Instead I just kind of like laughed awkwardly. I wish I'd actually said something.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
But,
no, no, no.
that
You
was-
need
that
to
was
act-
You'll never see him again in your life, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to act on those impulses. If you're feeling uncomfortable, if your honey can feel
No, but
Nah, I think
my
it's that
impulse,
it's that
my
afterwards
impulse,
thing.
yeah, it's afterwards. My
get like that as
impulse
well.
was to like just be like, haha,
I get
that's
like that as
funny.
well. I get like that. I get awkward
Yeah.
in the moment, and then after I'm like, "Fush."
Yeah, afterwards you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, why
Yeah.
didn't I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it's hard to get that mentality.
Yeah.
It's
It's
hard to get
also,
that animal mentality.
it's
Yeah.
kind of good that you don't though. Because it's better, at the end of the day, it's always better to not start some shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's always better.
I think we're more evolved.
We are.
Than-
Just a
than
little
some other
bit.
people, than some other people.
Yeah.
'Cause I know some people that will just jump on it straight away and be like, "Oh, don't touch it."
I don't think that's a good thing.
That's not-
Sometimes it's alright,
I
but,
think
but sometimes not.
you will understand
It depends
when the
what it
moment happens, whether or not
Oh,
to
yeah.
fucking
You
stand
are
up, you know?
100% further away from the microphone than you need to be right now. Yeah, you can't fucking say something and look
That's
at...
me. That's me. Like,
Yeah, look at the audio
That's me going.
waves. Look at the...
All I'm saying is that Y'all need to understand where you need to stand up
Okay, that's not that bad.
or when to stand down. That's literally all I'm saying is the fact that you get it. When it's happening, it's happening.
All right, Dante Corsello, can I get you to sum up in a sentence your feelings right now?
My feelings right now.
From what we've just been talking about, from this whole podcast.
He needs to stand up.
It's a big question. I know it's a big question. Just give me a sentence.
Final idea is, my teeth feel weird.
His teeth feel weird.
You need to brush him.
Yeah, you need to brush them. You need to go to the dentist once.
I don't think
every
it's
6
about
months.
that. I think it's just because it's that point when you're drinking where your teeth feel like you need to push them into your gums. You know what I mean?
No.
You get that?
No, I
You don't
have
feel
no
that?
idea.
You guys don't feel that?
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think I feel that either.
The
I
conversation.
think I was thinking about
Yeah, I
that.
think I'm just making that up.
I just want to push my teeth into my gums.
That's
all
fucking
I'm
hilarious.
I have pretty healthy teeth. Do I have healthy teeth? Yeah, I got healthy teeth.
You got healthy teeth, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got bad teeth.
Anyway,
My teeth.
in summation, final summation.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fairy lights.
Thanks,
And-
man. Listen, I'll summarize because I'm the host. Technically speaking, I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's
I
your
guess.
fucking podcast.
It's the Phoenix Rain podcast. All right. I'd
You
like
haven't
to
even liked a photo.
fucking I'll like it then.
Love-
Jesus.
love react.
Love react.
4 years
Okay.
ago, jeez.
Fine.
Jesus Christ. And she's going to Fashion Fridays and
She's
missed
a
out.
lovely person. All right.
The
Look,
project. Not your man though. Your man loves.
stop advertising.
Your
the-
man loves.
Stop advertising the project on my podcast.
More than
I do not support the project.
You don't support the project. Okay, look,
More than
summarize.
half the
summarize.
men
Waleed,
would rather spend time.
What's
with
his
their-
name?
Summation. More than half of men would rather spend time with their mates than their partners.
Probably true.
That was loud.
That's absolutely true. It was very loud. All right, look. All right. In summation, is that even a word? I don't care.
Final summation.
It's empty. Don't worry about it. I'd like to thank you for coming on the podcast tonight, Dante.
Thank you.
We've been talking for 3 hours.
We have.
That's 2 hours longer than I thought we would talk.
And no one's gonna listen to this
No one will
This is
listen to
great.
this.
because even
It's great
what
except for
the
this guy.
Fuck. Who the fuck has a Motorola in 2019?
Do not say his
I
name.
fucking do.
Do not say.
won't.
Do
I
not
won't.
say this
I won't.
person's
I
name
won't.
because he might listen. He's He's a very good friend of mine.
Well, does he knows he's got a Motorola.
He has no idea.
I
that
think he's the only person in Australia that's probably got a Motorola right now. apart
Actually, you
from
know
the-
what? The fact that he has a Motorola, like you
Apart
could
from the
probably
guy
tease him
sitting
for
on the
that,
corner of
and
the
he wouldn't
7-Eleven.
care. He'd just laugh about it.
Do you have a
Fuck
fucking
you.
Fucking Tammy has a Motorola.
Fuck you!
What the
They're
fuck?
good phones,
What did I
man.
even
This
do?
podcast has gone downhill. I'd like to thank you for joining us on this evening.
All right.
We've been
so
talking for
basically-
far too long.
So basically, dinosaurs.
Basically, Dante Corsello was a dinosaur.
All right, I'll be back.
His girlfriend Sedge is lovely, and Tammy is lovely, and I am lovely. And
I'll be
I'd like
back.
to thank
I'll be
you,
back.
lovely humans.
I'll be back for episode
Dante will
4.
be back for episode 4. We'll have you on.
3. 3 has got to be someone different, and then episode 4.
3 will be somebody different. I have Sam on or something, or
Yeah.
Tammy.
All right, and then no, episode 4 is gonna be like me and someone else.
Right.
Like three
Right.
way.
We'll do a 3-way.
Yeah. All right.
Yes,
Sounds
you
good.
and I will have a 3-way
All right, sounds good.
for episode 4.
All right, we'll do that.
All right, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time, folks. Phoenix Rain Podcast. Good night.